When all your money is spent, I need to be to buy some shoes. I need to be to buy some shoes. Yeah, I got a light bill too. And I got a gas bill too. Telephone disconnected. Hey, I'm waiting on your next paycheck. I tell you what you ought to do. I tell you what you ought to do. Don't even worry about it. Jesus will see you through. Abraham had a son. Isaac was not the only one. Did it say Abraham had a son? Isaac was the only one? Mm-hmm. He was not the only one.
No, he wasn't.
And so why the hell is somebody else was the only one? Stop lying in these damn songs. Took him to a mountain, he was high.
Huh?
Huh?
I don't think he was high.
The boy getting ready to fly. Didn't the police work it out? Job was sick so long, the flesh fell from him. No, the hell it didn't. Ain't no flesh fell from Joseph's bones. Why y'all lying? Just trying to make some shit rhyme. But wait a minute, because I could be wrong. You know, I'm not well versed in the old. My son actually drinking water. Well, congratulations there, Butterroll. You actually drinking water, huh? That's what I'm talking about. You want to get in? Come on. Put him in the truck. But you can't be disturbing Daddy now.
Okay.
Okay. You see that hand right there? Yeah, y'all see it again? There it is. Hey, that's not my hands. That's your hand. Come on. I don't mean it's that camera back there either. Slap them necks on top of that. Didn't he work it in? As soon as he started that bull mess back in that, because I already know he gonna do. Watch. Watch. Uh-oh, is it open? Didn't he work it in? Oh, I forgot. Pastor, did they say that the flesh fell from Joseph's bones?
No, Job.
I mean Job, not Joseph. Excuse me, Joseph. But if you'd have stayed in that pit long, I know where I got Joseph from. I got a sermon for y'all Sunday at 9 o'clock. I can already tell you what the title of it is. It's called "Shut the Hell Up." Well, that's what the hell it's called. It ain't my title at all. Anyway, what?
You know, Job had sores on his skin, and he used a broken piece of pottery to scrape his skin, but the Bible never said that the flesh fell off of it.
So, scraping scabs and skin or whatever's not flesh, it's just dead ass, crusty ass, like the bottom of somebody's crusty ass pie. Ain't that right? Didn't he bomb a clock? Stop the blood clock crying. Everybody must dance. And it's your turn. No. Didn't he work it out? Here, Rashonda. Didn't he work it in? What's another song that y'all be lying on? I have to do comedy before I actually talk. I'm sorry, that's just me. It puts me in another mood.
Well, I know the song that you be talking about that Jesus would never say no.
And everybody know that's a lie. Jesus gonna tell you no. Jesus would tell you no more time what he'll say, yeah. I'm living roof. Okay, proof. Because it's a lot of things. That's what I got to talk about tonight. You can believe that. He was telling me no, and I didn't know he was telling me no. I didn't know, right? But see, God gonna work it out. Because even when he tell you no, that means that he got another round. Hey, I think I'm gonna speak a little tongue. Shakata. Shock my toe. Shock every abrasive Negro. No. That's too much tongues. Well, I'm going to give you the utterance of those tongues. Shut the hell up. That's the utterance. Ain't that right? Say, hey, booby. Because he can't wait to get on camera.
Hey.
Zion, why your hair smell like roadkill?
My hair don't smell like roadkill.
The devil is a lie. Your hair smell like ass kill.
Zion.
Zion, didn't I tell you to be good? See, I told y'all what he was gonna do. I told you that. He do it all the time. You can tell him be good, and then he'll want to sit in the house and get mad when I tell him no. Daddy got to go out and shoot a video. He want to sit up in the house and pout and start slamming cats upside the wall. But you don't know how to be good. Sell your ass for a pet monkey. Where you gotta lay down at? I gotta go here and get my thing, cause God came back and confirmed what I was saying the other day about suicide. When I was talking about the police officers, he came back and confirmed that. But I gotta get my stick thing. That's why I don't back down. Hey, wait a minute. What? That sounds like something else, didn't it? Don't sound like you clapping. I mean, it sounds like you clapping, but don't sound like you clapping.
Maurice.
Huh? What happened?
Leave alone now.
I'm gonna see what it sound like though. Hey, get what? When I was younger, I used to have them crying. I mean, wait a minute. Let me pray. What the hell wrong with me, man? I'm saying, but I'm okay. See, we clap our hands in. What? How the hell that song go? That's a damn shame on the hook. What the hell is that? We're flying in here. The fuck, nigga? You better get the hell out of my truck, bitch. You ain't paid for nary stitch of gas. Ain't no free ride around here. You believe that? What the hell you laughing at? You's damn mama. Damn. Shut up, you coon-faced mule. No, excuse your coon-ass face. Nigga, you look like Worf off of Star Trek. Okay, no, you right. You like Data off of Star Trek. Yeah. See, sure you don't know who Data is. But that's what you look like. Cause you damn sure look like a Lieutenant Uhura. Oh my dick, boy. I had many a dreams when I was. You nasty son of a bitch. You oh. You gotta go to the bathroom. No, it was wet. There wasn't no damn, it was the bottom of your ass. That's what it was. It was the bottom of your ass, boy. You believe that? Don't nobody want to smell that bullshit, boy. You smell like old diapers.
I don't smell like old diapers.
No, but the apples, my son can't say his ass. Watch this. Zion, say snake.
Snake.
Bam. I rest my case. Zion is snake. Say snake.
Snake.
Say dickhead some bitch.
Dickhead some bitch.
What you doing, Carol?
I'm going back and forth.
I gotta get my thing. Oh, you shouldn't be teaching your son. Shut the fuck up. He ain't yours, bitch. He mine.
Hey.
And the next thing, I can't teach him that. You got to inherit that on your own.
Hey.
But I know about it, though. I was like, that's my boy. Hey, shit. That's my boy.
We gonna pray for you.
Hey, people on camera.
Oh.
Hey, people on camera.
I ain't gonna keep him entertained until Maurice comes back.
Hey, people on camera.
They not gonna talk back.
Hey, people on camera.
That's all you gonna say? You gonna say something else?
Today, I got some french fries. The other day. Y'all don't mind that, huh? These are another one of my daddy videos. Don't mind that. I'll entertain them.
You gonna entertain them?
Don't mind.
Zion was entertaining them till you came back. But this is another one of my daddy videos of entertainment. Don't mind.
There's something wrong with him. Do your thing, son.
I was entertaining them.
And when he get old, he gonna be entertaining in another way. You can believe that? I know you ain't talking about some goddamn
Is that the one of them drill bits?
all them porch monkey ass niggas you done had. Every last one of them was a porch monkey. And blind as hell. Especially the tall one. Nigga like a walking fucking Ewok. Motherfucker look like that what the hell that shit? Yoda man. I ain't never seen a tall Yoda man in my life. Ugly motherfucker. Fish face ass. Alrighty, bub.
Is that your thing?
Yeah, it's from my phone, my baby. Alrighty. So you was entertaining them, huh?
Yeah. Until he came back. Until I came back.
Let's see. I got to back up. Sit. Move his leg out the way. As far as I can go back, so it'll be done like that. Yeah, just like that. Alrighty. I can promise y'all this won't be long. It won't be no 2 or 3 hours, that's for sure. Alright, so sit back now. Daddy finna get serious. No, you don't. No, sir. No, sir. You know your shoes don't go up in my chair. You know that. That's why the hell you ain't throw it outside. Should put it in your drawers, motherfucker. That's what you do. Don't nothing belong there. Except some damn cobwebs. Old ass. I already bathed, dog. I don't want to bathe no more. You can believe that. Hey, I like a caveman, don't I, Carol? I like that shit, though.
I think not.
I like it. Oh, y'all like my, what is the tiger's eye? Damn, I forgot what the hell that was.
Yeah, tiger.
Yeah. Y'all, it's, what the hell am I, it's genuine tiger eye. I got 2 of them. I got 2 of them. God damn! All right, so last year, wasn't it last year when I had that dream, I believe?
Yep.
So last year, I had a dream. Hey, let me see if I look cool with these glasses on. I can't stand people that be talking with damn glasses on. Oh shit. Oh shit. Cock to the side like that. Okay. What's up, dog? What? Nigga, I know you ain't me. I done told you. Them damn bastard children that you been dating look like living rice. Ugly motherfuckers. Guess what? I ain't never. I'm married. I'm married. But I ain't never had no problem getting me no. And I ain't had to change my looks for nobody. I've always been well endowed. When you hear the clapping, we ain't napping. Got him. Got him. Too much on it. All I say is when you hear the clapping, we ain't napping. Carolyn, ain't nobody like D. I said D. What's my middle name? Okay, I went to my nothing else. That's where your ghetto ass mind went. My mind didn't go there. My mind went there too. I ain't gonna lie to you about that. No. Wrong house, Carol.
Oh, goodness gracious.
What's wrong? You alright? Hey. Hey. That's how I used to have their eyes crossing their head as they were crying. And they're like this. I used to have them going to another world as the world turned. I just didn't want all them children. There ain't no such thing me going to no goddamn general hospital. They wasn't young, but goddamn it, they were restless.
They bold and beautiful.
Some of them wasn't bold, and a lot of them wasn't beautiful. They were just a bow. Yeah. Some of them, but you shut up, Moses. Because you look like a munchkin. You take your ass back to Wizard of Oz.
I don't belong there.
You a damn lie. You better go follow Yellow Brick Road. I went Yellow Brick Road. I used to hate that motherfucking shit. Motherfucker, that munchkin. Bitch, my name is Munchkin. That Kiki Hell shit ain't funny. I'll slap you in the damn face. You call me that shit. I'm some goddamn munchkin. Bitch, my name is Munchkin. I used to take the goddamn lunch tray and dump it on a bitch head. I ain't bullshit. Call me a fucking munchkin, bitch. Dump. Go to the principal office. No. Cause our principal office was right there by the goddamn the main entrance. I walk out. Well, I went by the principal. I ain't go to. I just went back. I ain't show up to the next day. You can believe that? Hey, did you ever cut school, baby?
Yeah.
You lying mother.
Once. Oh no, that don't count.
Negro, sleeping in class is not cutting school.
No, I was finna say, but that don't count because they knew we was gonna skip school that day. So it was senior skip day.
Shit. Couldn't tell you what your homework was. You ever talked to a doorknob before? He's always turning, but never making no sense.
Why you gotta look like that?
That's what she is. She always running her mouth, but don't make no sense. She talking about she skipped school. How the hell is that skipping school?
I know I said that didn't count.
You should have thought about it for your mouth. Bullet head. Kelly, you like a bullet ant. And my son was like
Nah, I couldn't because they called home.
a draft dodger.
No, I don't.
Hey Zion, whenever you stop sucking on that pacifier, then you can talk to me like a man. Until that, man, I'm telling you, watch. He gonna need his teeth.
Yeah.
You can't stop him sucking on that damn pacifier. His teeth gonna be bucked like him up. Who the hell is this? Oh, I mean, they see, they always and
Because of that tilt.
yeah, but why they got to slow down right there though? Make me think they turning up in here. Keep on, bitch, and put some spikes down. I knew a lot of cops, bitch. Hey, let me borrow your spikes for the day. Teacher had about slow down in front of my damn driveway. You can believe that? They gonna stop permanently, fuck. You can believe that? But so anyways, last year I had this dream. Now, a lot of people know that I started going to Full Sail in 2000. Hey, when the hell I started on Full Sail? 2020. 2020? Yeah, because I graduated in 2020.
You started in October of 2020.
Okay, but when the hell I
You
graduated?
graduated in May of 2023, and then you was.
Oh, because I was already. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
My bad. See, he didn't graduate. Fuck you. It's a lot of stuff that I don't remember. And why is it that wait a minute, wait a minute, watch this. Why is it that I don't remember?
It's because when you hit your head, when you.
Don't worry about it. Can't nobody hear you. Why is it that I can't remember?
When you hit your head.
Don't worry about it. Can't nobody hear you. Why is it that I can't remember?
Because when you.
Wow, they actually got volume.
Because when you hit your head,
I
when
bet you. I bet you if they see a plate of food there. Y'all don't believe they got volume? Watch this.
Ow!
I rest my case. Oh, you don't believe that? Wait a minute.
Oh, bless. Ouch.
Sorry, sit back. Your mama praying.
That hurt. What the mess was that?
Sometimes healing will hurt. Restoration. Masturbation. I mean restoration. No, yo.
Stop. Maurice!
I'm not Jesus, but you can call my name if you want to. They say that when you moan, you don't know, the devil don't know what you're talking about. As long as it's the right moaning, because some of that moaning, what the devil did know what you're talking about. What, man? I ain't did nothing. What I did? Hell. But yeah, so I tend to forget a lot of stuff. I mean, I really do. I tend to forget a lot of things. It ain't that I'm lying. I mean, hell, you can go on my damn Facebook and hell, I've showed you the diploma. It's just that I tend to forget. I mean, whatever, it is what it is. The devil tried to take me out. He messed up the old man a little bit. It ain't much, you know. Ain't that right?
That's right.
Yeah. So he messed up the old mind a little bit, but he didn't take it fully. I mean, you hit your damn head on a damn concrete floor. Some of y'all go batty, and some of y'all already batty. You'll go clinically insane. I got a knot up there to prove right there. Right there. You see it? It's gonna be there forever. Right there. Face first. See it? You see it, Kara? Well, I know you seen it. Right there. That's the knot. It ain't never going no. It's a reminder of what God brought me through. You know. That's all that is, right, Carol?
That's right.
But we ain't gonna let that get us depressed tonight. You understand?
Yes, sir.
We gonna keep on with the comma depths. Anywho, so anybody that hey, what it look like in there? There's a slit in there. It's so black and long. Please watch. So, I started Full Sail in 2020. And I graduated in 2023 with my bachelor's degree in music productions. Right. Had no problems with the university. I love it. If anybody is on, if you saying anything and I don't comment on nothing that you're saying, I keep forgetting to put that in the writing. I keep forgetting that. I'm not ignoring you. I promise you I'm not. But I don't do this for the back and forth. Okay, I'm not doing this for the clout. All right, that's not why I'm doing this. I'm not doing this for people to I mean, you comment if you want to, but I'm anywho. So I'm not ignoring you. I'm just my is swipe that way. You probably looking that way. You probably swipe that way. Anywho, so I had no problem with Full Sail, none whatsoever. What I'm about to tell y'all, I swear to God, is not a lie. I had no problem with Full Sail, going to Full Sail, and I hope that Florida is the first institute. I hope that they see this so that they can get smart with me like they got smart with. Hey, they know when y'all know when I'm about to get serious. I think you the one that told me to say your tone change from subtle to.
Yep.
Anywho, you know the Bible said time, place for everything. I hope that Florida F.I.R.S.T Institute see this, because I want them to get smart with me like they got smart with the what was a young man or a young woman, or you can't remember who wrote that.
It was a young woman.
Like how they got smart with the young woman, because what I'm about to say about Florida F.I.R.S.T Institute, they ass need to be investigated. And when I tell you when I tell you what I'm gonna tell you, you'll understand why I said that. And I have been thinking a lot lately about going to talking to certain people in Atlanta, Georgia, and seeing if we can't go ahead on and try to get something, because there's something real wrong about this place. Period. But first, I want to tell you that, hey, if you have a dream, okay, if you have a dream and you feel like that you feel as though that there's no hope, there is. I'm living proof of that. There is hope. If you have a dream, go for it. The only dream that won't come true is the one that's not for you. And you will know if it's not for you. Period. You will know. But I tell people like this: pray, hold on, stay strong, change your major, and you just may change your life. My wife is living proof of that. Period. Change your major, and you just may change your life. Don't ever let somebody tell you what you can't do. Ever. I'm the only one in my family that I know of, and all praises due to Jesus Christ. I take no credit, none whatsoever. All praises due to Jesus Christ. I thank my wife. I thank my little boy, because he keeps me going when I want to say, I'm gonna fuck you up, and I'm just being real. I take one good look at him. He looks at me, and it's like, man, yeah, I better go back that way. Period. Because I don't want my son seeing me behind some fucking glass. Okay? I don't want my kids seeing me as a failure. Because I don't want him to fail. But there have been many times Said, I've almost crossed the threshold. You know, it's been many times. I kept the old trap shit. You feel me? That and that almost happened in Lowe's. Around somebody that because Zion, he was how old then? When we saw bitch ass nigga at Lowe's.
What, 2?
How old was Zion then?
He was probably 2 or 3, because I know he was in the buggy then.
Okay, probably 2 or 3. And it was only me looking at my child. Then I said, if anybody know what they know Munching, he ain't lying. Munching will get up in your face and read you your rights and try to take your rights out your front. I said try to. I said I was gonna do it. I'll try to. Anyway, bro. See, I told you. So I have no problem. Let me say this again. If you have a dream or a goal, I'm living proof that you can live out your dreams. I'm living proof that you can live out your goals. I'm living proof of that. All thanks due to Jesus Christ. I take no credit. No credit whatsoever. No credit whatsoever. After Jesus Christ, my wife. After my wife, my son. I take no credit. Even the haters, I give you some acknowledgments. Period. It's just sad that while you was doing all your hating, when Maurice down there Monday was walking across that damn floor, I didn't hear not damn one of you niggas say nothing about it. Man, look, he did it, didn't he? Boy, y'all some real haters. I got some real haters. Yeah, for real. But I'm the only one in my family that I know of, okay? Now, granted, my grandmama had, I believe, 22 children. I know it was somewhere up there, okay? But I'm the only one in my family that has a master's degree. And I know I'm the only one in my family that has a master's degree in music. Period. And I come from a musical background. Period. And I have a master's degree in music business. I have a bachelor's degree in music productions. Now, if you don't believe that, I don't give a fuck at all. Because I'm not here to convince nobody. I'm not the type, my wife will tell you, I'm not the type to sit up here and I'm stalling because she's over getting her homework done right now. So I'm stalling because she knows how much you got.
I can say whatever you want to, because this just the first one. I still got 2 more after this. So.
Little test.
Yeah.
Don't be cheating.
No.
Listen, in my house, we go to school. Period. Yes, is my child autistic? You damn right he is. That don't mean he's stupid. Zion is very smart. You can believe that. Zion know how to play one corner against the other. Period. Zion is mildly, okay, so he's not severely autistic. He's mildly, am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's mildly autistic, okay? But I like to call him mildly artist. He has a great artistry about him. And my son loves music. I asked him, I said, what do you want, Zion? Because we getting ready to go on a vacation, right? And I asked him, I said, what do you want? Because he likes to imitate me driving. So I said, what do you want? Do you want the steering wheel? Because they make these steering wheels that you can attach to the back of your seat. Or if he was sitting in front, which he's too, I don't play, not ready for him though. But anyways, you can attach it to your passenger side dashboard. You can just pretend like you're driving. I said, do you want that or do you want a keyboard? I asked him, 2 or 3 times. You know what he told me? Keyboard. The boy loved music. When he was a baby. I mean a baby. Knee high to a grasshopper. He one of them football babies. You know how you carry your baby on your arm, you ain't got to hold him with both hands. I call them football babies. He was one of them football babies. Every time he would get his diaper changed, he would sing. And it was so beautiful. I mean, I would be asleep. Okay? And his mama would change him and he'll just start singing. And I'll wake up and I'll be listening. I'm like, that's him singing in there. Now, you got to understand this was. So, what I'm saying is that he was born into a musical family. So, my son is not, slow, for lack of a better term. He's not slow. And autistic kids are not slow. That's why I'm going to put my son on medicine. For what? The fuck I need to put him on medicine for? They told me I need to get on medicine because I have ADHD. And I'm bipolar. A lot of y'all should know that by now. Period. But I'm not getting on medicine. For what? For what? Period. Bipolar people with ADHD, very smart. Sure, we can't hardly focus on one task at a time. We got to be doing multiple things. But to me, I look at ADHD like an octopus with 8 arms. A person with ADHD, okay, or ADD, is a person that can do multiple things at one time. Now, do our brain shuts off? No. My wife would tell you, I'm thinking but from the time that I go to bed, because I take, what those pills called, Unison? I pop a couple of Unison in every night before I go to sleep. That's the only way I can go to sleep. But from the time, and I still don't sleep a whole 8 hours. By the time I go to sleep, for the few hours that I do sleep, as soon as I wake up, my mind, I was telling y'all what it was last night, that my mind's like the rat or the hamster on the wheel. Yeah, he won't stop running. He just won't stop doing it. And it's aggravating, but it's also rewarding. And that's why I won't go on medicine. That's why I won't put my autistic child on medicine. For what? He don't need that. He don't need that. Period. God knew just what Zion was. What's wrong with him? God knew just what Zion was going to be before he was even born. And nowhere in the instructions, and listen, I'm not saying that those of you who push your child on medicine is wrong. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about my son. God did not tell me that Zion was going to come with a list of drugs that he needed to be on. He didn't say that. What he did was say to me through Carolyn, by my mother that went on home to glory, my spiritual mother, don't let what Zion going through stop you from raising him the way that he's supposed to be raised. Now, that's what was told to me. So guess what? That's what daddy doing. Daddy raising him because daddy ain't gonna be always. Period. Mom ain't gonna be. You saw the gray in my dang beard? That right there, that says it's almost time to get the hell out of here. Period. Mom ain't gonna be here always. Time out for the games. Zion, he's the type of type of child. The Zion, the type of child, he likes to cling to me. I don't let that happen. You mean what the fuck ever. I don't let it happen. Why? Because what is Zion going to do if something happened to me? I'm going to tell you what he's going to do. He can't function. He can't function. I'm there when it counts. That's how I live my life. That's how I live in my home. I'm there for my son when it counts. Period. But if I let Zion hang on to me day in and day out, what is my child going to do if something happened to me? He either not going to function, or he going to go to someone else who claimed to be a father figure. You remind me of my dad, and that punk, that might want to do something negative. You know, we got a lot of broke risk in this world now. And most of them broke risk niggas come with this, let me mentor you shit. Think about that now. Let me mentor you. Come into this fold. I love you. Yeah, you're right. They do love you. But it ain't the type of love that God wants. So, I teach my son, do not depend on nobody but God. Can't nary woman that I've ever dated, talked to, or whatever, can't nary woman say, and I've been on this earth 43 years. From the time that I learned to walk to learn to say, damn, she fine. From that time, can't nary woman that I've ever dated, now I've dated a lot of women, I ain't gonna lie to you, I ain't slept a lot of women, but I've dated a lot of women. Nary woman can tell you that I've asked them for a damn. That I've asked them to do anything. If you don't hear you say it, you a damn lie. I don't ask nobody for nothing. I learned how to live on my own at, you might as well say, because that nigga wasn't around. So, even though we were living up under the Terry Mungin roof, I was on my own. God forgive me if I'm lying, but I started doing stuff for myself probably when I turned 13. 12 or 13. I learned how to cook. I learned how to sew. I learned how to clean. I learned how to do a lot of stuff. Ask my wife. Ask her. She'll tell you. When she met me, she probably thought I one of them broke rich niggas. And was talking.
No.
She lying. Yeah, she is. But she used to tell me, I learned this. So, what I'm saying is, I teach my son the same thing. Don't depend on me. Don't ever depend on me, because man will fail you. Don't you dare depend on me. Don't you dare do it. Period. I remember, and I'm like I said, I'm stalling because of my wife. I don't want to, but she knows what I got to tell y'all. I remember it was storming one day. Remember that? Matter of fact, I got a picture online. I remember it was storming one day. I mean, man, that, woo! You know how the old folks say, that's God up there talking. You better shut up and sit down. Stop lying on people. God, that ain't God talking. That ain't God talking. Stop lying. That's not God talking. Stop lying. Anyways, man, there was a clapper down, a thunder. And I think I was in my room. I believe I was in my room. I think you ran back there and got me, saying that Zion is having a fit. I mean, and he was having a fit. Soon as he saw me, he was still crying, but he started to calm down, right? I said, Zion, what's wrong? Now, he was how old? 3 or 4? What was he, 2 or 3?
He had to be about 2, because you were still able to have him on your own. You were still able to pick him up and stuff.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So he had been about 2, probably going on 3. I said, Zion, what's wrong? You know, and in his own way, he said, thunder. It's scary. Well, he just say this, what that sound like. In other words, he was saying, what is that? You know. And I looked at him, and it was like I was faced with a choice, and I knew I was. Cradle him and run with him somewhere. Woo! I'll take him to it. Now you do what you want to do with your children, but as for me and my house, we ain't no damn cowards, and I ain't raising no cowards. Period. I had a choice. Cradle him in my arm and then run and maybe to my bedroom and get in the closet and start singing nursery rhymes. I ain't doing that, because that's not how I was raised. And what you got to understand, Terry bitch ass Mungin didn't raise me. Hager P. Mungin raised me. And my grandmama wasn't scared of shit. And I'm being real. I'm talking about my grandmama wasn't scared of nothing. Nothing. Period. And I would watch my grandmother, especially when it was storming real bad. I would watch her. You would never see her. No, I'm going to tell you what my grandma would do. I remember back in the, and I'm talking about this woman right here. That beautiful soul right there. Yeah, I take her everywhere I go. I remember back in the, I want to say early 90s. It was early 90s, I'm sorry. The early 90s, a bad storm that came through Tarboro, Georgia. Bad. I mean, it took the 10 off of Grandma's roof. So it was a bad one. It was a bad one. And I'm scared out of my mind. I'm like, I mean, because if you ever hear the wind pick up, like how that storm hit last year,
Yeah.
bruh. Yeah. You know what my grandma did? She went, because all the lights shut off. She went and started lighting candles. You know what she started doing? Singing. You know what the song, one of her songs was? Rise, shine, give God the glory. Rise, shine, give God the glory. Rise. I was like, but it's storming out there. Grandma, you don't hear that? And then she would say, do you think I'll make a soldier? Grandma, I don't know a better soldier. Let me leave that alone. So anyways, she would sing. And so yeah, I mean, she would sing, and everything would be all right. Everything would be all right, and I learned that. My grandma didn't run and hide nowhere. She didn't run and hide nowhere. She didn't sit up there and run into a closet. She didn't sit up there and do any of whatever. She didn't. She faced whatever that was probably scaring her. She didn't show it, but she faced whatever that was probably causing her some discomfort by singing God's praises. So when that storm hit, one of the, it wasn't the bad storm, but the lightning and the thunder was scaring my son. I had a choice. Run to the room, cradle him in your arms, go climb in a closet somewhere and just rock it out. Face it with him head on. Well, I did both. Only I didn't run. Not at all. I picked him up, put him in my arms. I said, now, son, calm that down. I said, Daddy is here. Daddy's not going to let nothing happen to you. Calm that down. Okay? He was still crying, but eventually he started to calm down. I say, now, we going to go outside. I know you can't see it, but I'm sitting up under my carport. We sat right back that way. In the washroom with the little, I got the pictures online. Matter of fact, wait a minute, I got the picture here. I'll show it to you. This picture was when all of that had went down. How much more you got, baby? Because these people probably tired of hearing me talk.
I'm on the last one.
Okay, let me know when you're done. Because what I got to tell y'all, it's short, but it ain't right. It ain't right. I'll show it to you, wait a minute. Him like a monk. Oh, here it is. Just so y'all don't think that I lied, that's my master's degree graduation picture right there. This cord that's wrapped around, but that's around my neck, that's to honor our veterans, and I have a lot of veterans in my family. So even though some of you bastards wasn't there to support me, I carried you in spirit. See where it says masters? This is what you call being hooded. Okay? Y'all understand that later. So no matter what, I still went on in what? Jesus' name. Here's another picture. That's another one. It says masters right there. Full Sail University. You understand? Now, you can contact Full Sail if you want to. And I'm quite sure they'll tell you, yeah, he right here. But that's not what I want to show you, because I'm proud of what I did, but I'm not much for talking about myself. Anybody that know me knows that. Come on, picture. Come on, picture. Come on, picture. Well, we ain't seen your bachelor's degree. Take your ass on my Facebook page. You'll see 'em. That's what you do. Ain't that right, baby?
That's right.
That's what y'all do. So don't think I'm ignorant, because I'm not. I just talk ignorant. Ain't that right, baby? Motherfucker, you say I talk ignorant? I'm gonna slap your head in that damn computer. Seriously. Crazy shit. Crazy shit. You ever notice every time that I try to get something, it's always doing that bullshit right there?
Yeah.
You know that ain't nothing but the devil. Hey, y'all, this is William Bell that I met when we went to Nashville, Tennessee. That's me right there, of course. That's William Bell. Now, I bet y'all wondering, look him up. I bet y'all, and I said his name right, William Bell? Yeah. I bet y'all wondering, well, who the hell is William Bell? Well, we had a conference in Nashville, sort of a conference in Nashville, Tennessee, right? What was it, Tennessee? It was Tennessee.
Tennessee.
That was me and the missus at the conference. That was me and the missus again. I was mad at the motherfucker, I ain't gonna lie to you. We'll talk about that later. It wasn't at her, but I was mad, I ain't gonna lie to you. What was her name, baby? You remember?
I do not remember.
She was a lady. She was a prominent lady in the music. Well, still is in the music industry.
She worked with William Bell.
Yeah, she worked with William Bell. But anyways, this is me and William Bell. William Bell and I. Bum, I ain't finna talk properly. This is me and William Bell. For real, man. You know, people, they go to college and they want to change the way they talk. I'm sorry. I'm country as country grits. Okay? You know them grit, whenever you eat, you think, you know, when there's still some right there, you like, God damn, I'm tired of you. That's all country as hell. You know that? That's some good old country grits, though. I ain't gonna lie to you about that. But yes, okay, so this is William Bell. This is me, okay? William Bell is the one who wrote the song "Forgot to Be Your Lover," the song that Jaheim rewrote. William Bell is the originator of that song. There you go. He was signed. Is he still signed, or was he? He was signed to William Bell.
It's the oh God.
I don't forget. But anyways, I know that he's part of Music Row. When that Music Row that our hotel was down from. Yeah, here it is, right here. A dooga dooga daga. Jesus wept. you something. I forgot to be your lover. And if it wasn't for the show, 50 Jesus show, girl, you know that I could remember. Silly me, silly me. Tell me, how did I ever forget to be, say Calvin, your love? I never realized that you need love too. So this is, oops. Spend my life making up to you. Oh, 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 oh. I forgot to be your thugger. Anyway, baby. I said that right, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, I got them on here. So this is my walk when I got my bachelor's degree. Now, as you can see, I'm not hooded there. That's the same thing. You know the hell it ain't. Dummy. Weirdo. This was my bachelor's degree. Right there. Yeah. That's when I got my batch. That's when I got my batch. That nigga say this batch. There it is. That's another one there. Yeah, that's when I got my batch. What is wrong with him?
He said he's sleeping.
Kevin, how much more do you got?
I'm doing my last 3 questions.
Cause you slow as down, coochie. Hey, did y'all like that right there? Yeah, I like that right there. Carla said that she liked that though, the way that I colored that. Didn't you tell you that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, ain't no Illuminati bullshit either. You just be looking all type of ways. You goddamn right. I ain't stuck on myself. You can believe that. Ain't that right? What's that? That's where my little man was born. I just did the background of it. But that's when he was born. You are my love. That's what it says. That's when you was a baby, a little infant. You wasn't nothing but a football baby.
I'm done.
There you go. Yeah, you were still in the hospital, my baby. You was having some problems. Now, this is, don't worry, because this is just what I did to make me look old, okay? So, this is me. That's me, but I did that to make me look old. There's an app that's on my phone. Because I feel like that's how I'm gonna look as the years go on. That's Zion right there. Well, it was that day. It was that day that it was doing all that storming. It was on that day right there. I thought I had the other picture, babe. But I guess I don't. The original. I thought I had it. Like, really? Now, see, that's me right there. All I did was just took it and made myself look old. Because I like looking old. So, anywho, I took him out. We sat right there. And I told him, I said, you know what that is? Of course, he said no. I said, the old folks say, the older people say, that's God talking. I said, but it's thunder. I said, and thunder is not going to bother you. I said, I promise you. I told him a lot of other things, but now that my wife done, I'll. But anyways, the main thing that I showed him was you don't have to be afraid. Period. I told him, I said, if you sit after you hear the thunder and you count 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, and you hear the thunder again, and you count 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000, and hear it again. If you can count 1 1,000, 2 1,000, boom. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, boom. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000, boom. That's the storm moving away. Period. I taught him that, and he did it a while back because I heard him. I heard him when he was doing it. I think he was in either in the kitchen or in the front. When I mean, it's been a couple of years ago, but he was counting. I heard him when he did it. He said 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, boom. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000. I think he got all the way up to 5 1,000, and he said, "Look, Mama, the storm moving away." Now I forgot, but you was there when he did it.
He was in the front room.
Oh, he was in the front room when he did it? Yeah. I taught him not to be scared. Period. You don't have to be scared of anything or anybody. You show respect, but you don't show no fear. Period. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what I got to tell you. All right, so again, people know that I graduated from Full Sail University, not once but twice, all thanks to Jesus Christ. Period. Because without him, I couldn't have done it. I had no problem with that particular school, university, whatever. I had no problem with it, okay? I had an asshole for a teacher once. And the reason why I called her an asshole is because I put Jesus Christ in, I try to put Jesus Christ in every little thing. If he getting arrested, it's gonna take him in. I try to put Jesus Christ, I'll let him run out there. Do you want to go outside for a while and run around? Go ahead. Come on, come on. What you punching me for? Punching me.
Bye.
B.
Bye.
B.
Bye.
Son, if anybody on, they say it bye. Man. Let us pray, Lord. Thank you. Hmm? No, no, you don't. He finna hit the finish button.
Oh, goodness.
Come on, son, let's go now. Look at that same damn thing. Wrong kid, bitch. I got some shit in the truck that'll break a cow's back. You didn't believe that? Creep your ass through here if you want to. Mr. White, boy, I got something to show you, boy. Boy, you gonna be jealous of me?
Oh, you have to show it.
I ain't showed it to him.
Okay.
You gonna be jealous of me if you ever see this, boy. You gonna be jealous of me, I promise. No, you gonna be jealous. Not jealous, but jealous. Because you're gonna be jealous, but you're gonna lust after it, I promise you. But anyway, so I had no problem. I had no problem with that particular, as far as Full Sail University goes. No problem. I only had one asshole teacher, and I call her an asshole. Is that water hot, Jasmine? Don't give my child no hot ass water. Cold here. That water been out here for a minute.
It's cold.
Cold your drawers. Go put it back in the doggone refrigerator. Numb nuts. I had no particular problem. Well, I had no particular problem with the school except for one teacher. I try to put Christ in everything that I do. I try not to leave him out because I see so many people in this world, they leave him out of everything. And I imagine, you know, hate me or love me, whatever, but anybody that know me know I try to give God his credit. Period. In everything. So I was writing something, I forget what it was. It was years ago, back when I was getting my bachelor's. I forget what it was, but my teacher said, keep your religion to yourself, or nobody wants to know about your Jesus. It was something like that.
Yeah, she had said that, basically, this is about such and such is not the place to put.
Right. Yeah. But here's the thing. We were told to, I forget what it was, but we were told to write something. I know it was a paper, but it was like, who is your inspiration? Something like that. Yeah. And because I put my family and I put my... Yeah. You remember now?
I remember, but I remember...
My wife also helped me on my papers. I don't give a shit. But I can't stand them. Wait a minute. You know why I can't stand them? Because I don't like counting words. Yeah. I can't stand that. And if you ever been to college, you know what I'm talking about.
Got to be a specific word.
Yeah. I don't like doing that. But anyways, go ahead.
But no, I remember that she wasn't the actual teacher; she was a substitute because.
She was a teacher, Carol.
No, what I was saying was, I remember what you was talking about because she came in because she had came in because that was her opinion. Basically, this is not the place to put your faith, your religion, your Jesus. We don't talk about that here, and. Because at that point you was ready to drop out then because of the simple faith.
Well, but here's the thing about me, okay? And I'm not gonna spend too much time on Full Sail. Here's the thing about me though, okay? The reason why that I can't stand Tyler Perry because I know he's a damn liar, and I'm bringing him up for a reason, okay? Because I thought that I could connect with him on a... What do you say?
He talking to the cat.
I thought that I could connect with Tyler Perry. Now, I never met him, don't want to meet him. But I thought I could connect with Tyler Perry on a, I guess, spiritual level. Faith-based level. Because Tyler Perry claimed that he was homeless, but I found out that was a lie. Okay? He was not homeless. Tyler Perry never lived up under no damn bridge. And I can prove that. Period. He never did that. On that note right there, I was like, damn. So if he can do it, I can do it, because I was homeless for a long time. For real homeless. Okay? And I can prove that, okay? Well, I'm writing about it because I'm sick. Anyways, I was homeless for a long time. I'm talking about I was sleeping in abandoned cars. You know, hey. Wherever I could lay my head, that's where I was. Okay, so I thought that I could connect with Tyler Perry on a faith-based spiritual level. What is he doing? On a faith-based spiritual level. That's why I'll be like, son, Daddy gotta go out, gotta do it, because he will distract me. Because simple fact, I have to keep he's 6 years old, so I have to keep my eye on him. And what the hell is he doing?
He's looking at
I can't.
Yeah, he's looking at
y'all. Excuse me. What is he doing? Jesus freaking Christ. What is he doing? Oh. This little boy, he like he be in distress. That's why I be...
Yeah. Yeah, he trying to pit church.
I'm sorry, y'all. Anyways, so I'm finna try to rush through this. So, anyways, and when Tyler Perry said in one of his plays, and he also said it on some type of interview or whatever. If I can't take my Jesus with me to Hollywood, then I can't go to Hollywood. I was like, damn, bro, hell yeah, man. Because so many people believe in Christ. Well, Tyler Perry's a damn lie. And I can prove that. He don't care nothing about Jesus. Y'all may think he do, that's y'all problem. He don't. So when this teacher, my wife said she was a substitute, I can't remember what, all I know is she was my teacher at that time. My professor. When this creature from another dimension said to me, with her pickle face ass, said to me that keep your religion on, this ain't the place for blase, blase. I said, Carolyn, should I do it? She was like, please don't. I was gonna send her a note that I know would have got me kicked out of school. I ain't gonna lie to you about that. Mungie style note. I was gonna send her a note. And if it don't float, bitch, you can choke. You can believe that. Because I want to tell the whole, hey, you like toilet paper, okay? You ain't on no rolls, so you the bitch that's being shitted on. I ain't gonna lie to you about that. For real. I'm sorry, Lord, but Lord, they be calling me. They be doing things they ain't got no business. I be trying to be nice, but they don't want me to be nice. For real. Anywho, when she said that, and I couldn't say what I wanted to say to her, so I asked my wife, I said, should I? She said, please don't. I said, well, if I can't, then I'll drop out. I said, because I don't have time for this. I said, I'm not selling my soul for no fucking degree. Period. I don't care. Listen, I don't care nothing about no degree when it come down to my Lord. Nothing. I don't care nothing about no damn fraternity, William Murphy. I don't care nothing about all that. I don't care nothing about all. Jesus, the only fraternity I want to be connected to. Okay? Because he is Alpha and Omega. I don't know about you others. I don't know nothing about you. But Jesus Christ is Alpha and Omega to me. And he ain't no divine nine. He is the divine one. There is no other. Carolyn? I'm trying not to.
I know.
I'm trying not to. There is no divine nine. And I'll tell any of you bastards that to your face. I don't care nothing about your fraternity. Most of y'all ain't nothing but demonic spirits anyways. Period. Listen, I was inducted into the collegiate, come on, baby, help me now.
The National Society of Collegiate Scholars.
And they only pick just a couple each year. I got a certificate in the room. You don't see me, and I only brought that up to let you know I don't give a fuck about it. You don't see me with all that on the internet. You don't see that. No. Because it's not about what's on paper. It helps in the secular world. But it's not about what's on paper, people. It's about your relationship with Jesus Christ. That's what it's about, okay? I just wanted to throw that out there, okay? It's about because if it wasn't for Jesus, Washington wouldn't have recognized nothing. If it wasn't for Jesus, Full Sail wouldn't even know my name. If it wasn't for Jesus, the college that I'm trying to get into now, I'm trying to either go back to Full Sail or get into Nashville, they won't even know me. And they just sent me a damn email. I don't know if they accepted me or whatever, but they just sent me they don't know me. If God don't open that door, your ass is still on the floor. Okay? If God don't lift you up, your ass is still stuck like Chuck. You understand? Okay? I don't care what people say about me. I know my relationship with my Father. I don't care about what yours is. The Bible says seek out your own soul salvation. That's what he said. I've been seeking out mine for years. Okay, I don't have time to be worrying about what brother No doing or sister Ho doing. Okay? You ain't got that at my front door. Keep your business out of my home. I ain't gonna put my business in your home. Don't bring that trash to my house. Period. I hope you're saved. There's only one way to heaven. And Buddha ain't got nothing to do with it. There's only one way to heaven. And Farrakhan ain't got Muhammad. Allah, whoever the fuck he is, ain't Krishna, ain't got nothing to do with it. Period. There's only one way to Jesus. And that's through Jesus.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about? There's only one way to the Savior. And that's you got to stop by the cross and recognize what Jesus has done for you.
That's right.
That's the only way you're going to get in. You ain't going to get in no other way. I'm sorry to tell you that, but you don't get in no other way.
No other way.
No other way. The Bible says no other way shall a man come in. No other way. You understand that? You ain't going to sneak in. You ain't going to play in.
Come on.
You ain't going to talk yourself in, and you damn sure ain't going to buy your way in.
All right now.
So while y'all running around here, if anybody log on, they probably finna log off. Why? I don't care though. While y'all running around here paying your tithes, all you doing is getting broken. Your tithes ain't gonna take you to glory.
Nope.
I don't care what your pastor done told you.
Bro, pass me over.
I don't care what bro passed me over done told you. Okay? You ain't gonna get into heaven talking about paying your tithes. It ain't gonna happen. Period. I don't care what you say. You can't prove it, and you never will prove it. You better read your word what Jesus said. What Jesus said. What do I have to do with this world's currency? I have nothing to do with it. He said, render to Caesar, my God, what is his. That's what he said. And then he said, give me what's mine. And he wasn't talking about no dang on money, but I'm going to get off of that because I'm not on that. I just want to throw that out there because I ain't afraid of the truth. So many people, God is so taboo now. It hurts me to see people embracing this demonicness that's going on in this world today. That hurts me. My God, that hurts me to no end. To see people walking around here. Grammy Awards, this award, that award. And they always want to get up there and say, thank you to Satan. Oh, yes. They always want to get up there and say thank you to Satan. Hell, Christian, I believe his name Christian Bell, the old fake ass Batman that nobody likes. He got up there and said, I can prove it. He got up there and said, giving glory and honor to my Lord and Savior Satan. Right? I mean, it's been a while ago, but nobody wants to thank my Savior. Well, I'm thanking you. Because if it wasn't for you, Jesus, I would have never walked across that stage and got married diploma.
Come on now.
Huh? If it wasn't for you, Jesus, I would have died in that car accident where the paramedics said that it looked the cold car like it was a crushed can. They don't see how you walked out. Okay? If it wasn't for you, Jesus, I would have drowned in that pond that I was trying to get out of that I know you shut that alligator mouth. If it wasn't for you, Jesus. If it wasn't for you, Jesus, me and all of my siblings would have starved. Because when you got a parent like Terry Munchin, hey, I'm calling you out again, nigga. Huh? You talk, just look at the picture I put online. All you gotta do is look at it. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna make it one of my backdrops, not the one with the circle, the other one. There ain't no way in hell children should be that skinny. No way. We were skinny to the bone. If it wasn't for you, Jesus, bringing my grandma back.
Come on.
Huh? Most time, that's all we ate, Grandma. That's all we had. If it wasn't for you, Jesus. Huh? If it wasn't for you, Jesus, I could have been dead a long time ago.
Yes.
Dead and sleeping in my grave.
Yes.
If it wasn't for you, Jesus.
Only Jesus. Yes, Lord.
Huh? I'm not afraid to speak for you, Jesus.
Lord.
I'm not afraid to tell the world
Yes.
what you've done for me.
Yes.
Maybe they're afraid of you, but I'm not afraid to tell the world that you died on the cross of Calvary and you rose again on the third day with all power in your hand, and that's why I'm able to breathe air today. That's why I can get up in the morning time and I can breathe good air. If it wasn't for you, Jesus,
Oh, yes. Thank you, Lord.
I would have died in that hospital when Satan tried to take my life only a couple of few years ago.
Yes.
If it wasn't for you,
Wait
Jesus.
for Jesus. Yes,
If it
Lord.
wasn't for you,
Thank you, Jesus.
I'm not afraid to tell the world, damn the world,
Thank you.
when it come down to my Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
Because I know who raised. If it wasn't for you,
Oh,
Jesus,
Lord.
there's no way I would have the gray in my beard right now. Some people, matter of fact, I just heard about a murder. Young man didn't even make it out of his 17th year.
Jesus. My Lord.
He didn't see a stitch of white.
Jesus.
Well, I want to thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Jesus. Lord.
If it wasn't for you, Jesus.
Lord Jesus.
If it wasn't for you, Jesus.
Thank you for saving us, Lord.
If it wasn't for you.
Thank you, Lord.
If it wasn't for you.
Thank you, Lord. Lord,
What I'm about to talk about, I could have been taken advantage of. If it wasn't for you.
oh, but the grace of the Lord Jesus.
If it wasn't for you, Jesus. Huh?
Thank you.
I couldn't be able to put gas in my truck.
Thank you.
I couldn't be able to keep food on my table. I couldn't be able to keep the clothes on my child's back, no matter how big he's getting. If it wasn't for you. If it wasn't for you, Jesus, my son wouldn't be as big as he is now.
Thank you, Jesus.
It's only you.
Thank you, Jesus.
It's only you.
Oh, God, you have been a provider.
And it don't matter what the world say.
Thank you, Lord.
I care nothing about the world when it come down to my Lord. I care nothing for you. I care nothing for you. I respect this world. I respect this world. Okay? I respect this world. Okay? That's all. That's it. I just respect this world. I don't praise this world. I don't bow to this world. I bow to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I had to put that out there because I don't care. Because I don't care. I don't care nothing about people not inviting me into their church. I don't care nothing about all that. The hell I care about you not inviting me into your church. That don't matter to me. I don't want to be in your church anyways, Battle Act. I don't want to be nowhere near you. Because when God started chopping off heads, thank you. When God started chopping off heads, I don't want to be part of that chopping block. So don't invite me to your church, because I'm just going to say the same thing. Period. Pastors around here, most people pastors around here in Waycross, you know why they don't invite me to their church anymore? Because they know I'm bold.
They don't like the truth.
They don't like the truth. And I have stood up in a few of their churches and gave them the truth. One of them bastards trying to snatch the microwave from me. He almost wore it. That's one thing you don't do to me. Don't walk up to me and talk about you gonna put your hands on me, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm already scared. I'm already scared of you now. Don't do that now. Don't do that.
Scared of what hurt me?
No, I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared of what I might do.
That's what I said.
I'm scared. So don't do that. If you didn't want to hear the truth, don't invite me to your church.
That's right.
Because I don't care nothing about your little church. All I care about is the souls that's in there, something that y'all don't, most of y'all pastors don't care about. That's why the message Sunday that God gave me today is called Shut the Hell Up. Tune in Sunday at 9 o'clock. See what I'm talking about. It's entitled Shut the Hell Up. And when I tell you God gave me that, he didn't get, oh yes he did. Oh yes he did. I was not thinking of that title, baby. I was not thinking of that title. I laid on my bed trying to go back to sleep.
Oh, believe
and all I heard was shut the hell up. I'm like, no, but listen, I'm like, hey, but I ain't saying nothing. Because I thought I was going crazy. And then all of a sudden, I started writing. Now, I know y'all can't read my chicken scratch, but I started writing. All of this today. All of it. Today, I started writing. My wife said that I write like a doctor. As long as I can read it, I'm fine with it.
But I know God would do it.
And the title of the sermon is Shut the Hell Up. And because see, what y'all think, my God, what y'all think it is, you mean God tell people shut the hell up? Wait till you hear it. Tune in Sunday. It ain't what you think it is. It's not the word that you think it is. And I know he had to give it. When you hear what God gave me, you're going to be like, he did give him that because I never heard it like that. When it was being downloaded to me, I was like, what you mean shut the hell up? And then, but I'm not going to get on that. I'm not going to get on that. That's Sunday, okay? Not going to get on that.
It's easy to do.
It is because you want to. Because I laid on my bed. I said, come on here Sunday. Come on here Sunday. Come on here Sunday. But I'm serious. It's entitled Shut the Hell Up. And when you hear what it actually means, I promise you, you're going to be like, I never thought about it like that. When it was downloaded to me, I was like, what? But I thought that could only be used in... Let me shut up. See, that's my problem. Shut the hell up.
But it is
and I promise you, whoever hear this message, take it back to your church. Talk to your pass me over about it. I don't care what y'all can use the word. I want you to use the word of the Lord. Tell your people, dude, you got to hear this. You're going to be like, wow. Yeah, I do need to shut the hell up. Anywho. Florida. I had to calm down. See, I would have been. I ain't no preacher, but I was going there. I wasn't trying to go there, though. I promise you I wouldn't. Had to calm my happy behind down. I took these off. You see that, right?
You gonna come out?
Yeah, but don't look at me as no preacher or leader, because I'm not a preacher or a leader. I'm just somebody who has been anointed to speak the truth, and I'm gonna speak the truth. And I don't care. And I don't care what nobody say. I don't. But I just want to give Jesus his kudos, and I want to let him know that I'm sorry. I'm sorry from the bottom of my heart that we don't give you enough honor, glory, enough praise. We don't give you enough. We don't give you enough. We don't give you enough. The only time that we want to even talk about Jesus, it seemed like in these last days, is every time something go wrong, we want to blame Jesus. But when you hear this message Sunday, 95, I can't do it. Lord, help me. I can't do it because it's in the message. Anyways,
First Institute. Stop
blaming Jesus if you can't blame Jesus. One of y'all need to write that down. Stop blaming Jesus if you can't blame Jesus. My God. I'm going to put that on the shirt. I'll say that again. Stop blaming Jesus if you can't blame Jesus. What do you mean? Every time something bad happens, we go blaming Jesus. Well, if he knew everything, blah, 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 blah. Shut your mouth. But as soon as something good happened in your life, Jesus gets none of the blame for that. Think about that, y'all. Jesus gets none of the blame for that. None of it. He takes a back seat and you go to worshiping man or the devil.
Come on.
Oh, thank you, Satan. Oh, let's thank my wife. Let's thank my children. Damn. So you was blaming Jesus for the negative, but you don't blame him for the good. I want to blame him for the good, because I carry most of the blame for the bad. Let me shut up. Now, F.I.R.S.T Institute. And I hope y'all see this. I hope you see this. Because as I switch gears, I have no problem with telling you, you ain't shit. And I'm talking about that whole school. Okay? No problem. So, last year, I had a dream where I was accepted into a school. Now, I had to have been reminded of this dream because I forgot all about it. But last year, I had a dream where I was accepted into a school. But although I was accepted, I never got in. And I didn't understand what this dream meant. And I was so upset because I didn't know what it meant. And I thought God was playing with me. I was blaming God. Okay? I was blaming, see, I'm guilty too. I was blaming God, right? I'm gonna let my wife, she don't want to be on camera, but I'm gonna let her, but she will be on camera, not this Sunday, but next Sunday. I promise you that. I'm gonna let my wife tell you, like I said, she don't want to be on camera. I'm gonna let my wife tell y'all of what happened from start to finish. Because she can do it like that. Me, I'll take forever. And then I'll come back with the rest of my commentary, and then I'm done. So, and make sure you speak up where people can hear you.
Okay, so if you guys remember, Maurice was supposed to have us started at F.I.R.S.T Institute back in October. But due to the storm and mishaps and things of that nature that was on F.I.R.S.T Institute's part, his date got pushed back till March. He had his orientation last week.
You want to sit here?
I can.
Good. See? Because it looks weird. You talking, but nobody see your face. It looks weird to me. I ain't gonna lie to you about that. Want to punch in your nuts too? God damn, took on my watch too. And my ring. What? This thing munching? Yeah, God. Watch in the ring ain't that about a snitch. Hey. Mama got to talk to him. Baby, you want something? You like pineapple soda? No.
Okay, so as I was saying, if you guys remember, last October, Maurice was supposed to have started at F.I.R.S.T Institute. But again, because of the hurricanes and the storm and everything, his date got pushed back, and his date was to start school was this month. And I know, through his videos, you guys have heard Maurice says that he'll be starting school in March. So last week, Yeah, he had his orientation for school on the 19th. And the orientation, they said, was supposed to be from 3 to 5. Well, going through orientation, expecting to be on there for 2 hours, as they told you, you know, basically going through how the class was going to be, it was none of that. It was absolutely nothing like that. Orientation was just basically you going through reading some materials as far as the policies of the school, what constitute as the requirements that is needed for graduation, and then for them to test to make sure that your mic and camera work on your computer. All of that took about 30 minutes. It was like basically they want to know if your camera worked. Once they saw you on camera, okay, that's it, you can log off. That there was no introduction of anything. There was no this is what to expect from class. I mean, there wasn't any of that. Nothing as far as you would think orientation would be like. So Monday was the first day of class. When I told you that this was like no class that Maurice or I have ever been in, first and foremost, class is from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. That's 5 hours of you sitting. Basically, like I said, this is an online class, so you're not in an actual classroom. You're online. And the teacher had the schedule up as to how the class was supposed to go. There was supposed to be things that was done from 6 to 7, and then from 7 to 7:30, and then from 7:30 to 8:30, then 8:30 to 9:15 you break for lunch or dinner, then 9:15 to 10 there was something else, and then from 10 to 11 that was lecture time. Well, needless to say, never got into lecture. The whole time from 6 to they broke till it was break time for dinner. It was unorganized. It was there was 25 students in the class. Before she got into the introduction, the program director came on camera and was basically, when I told you this man was arrogant and full of pride, he comes on there talking about, that if you got any questions, don't come to me, go to your teacher or the assistant or whatever. I got 120 students that I got to deal with. They only got 25, so whatever you need, talk to them. I mean, it was just, and his tone of voice, it was just like he was just arrogant, and then the teacher did not know exactly what she was doing. As a matter of fact, she was recruiting the students to get them to help her with the class. Just like, okay, with Maurice, because she had all 25 students. She spent the whole time with all 25 students going through introducing themselves. And then in the midst of the students introducing themselves, they had other students asking questions that didn't pertain to whatever was being introduced, the student being introduced or whatever, and it was going through a question and answer period. So that whole time from, I would say, from 6:30 to 8:30 was just total straight introductions. And you got this one person talking about that was boasting about the fact that he had just got out of prison, that he had been incarcerated, he wasn't trying. And I'm not knocking anybody that has been incarcerated. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just saying there's in an introduction as far as the students go, and you had this other person that was talking about that he had done this, had done that. If you had any knowledge of anything about what this class was about, she would put you on and talking about, oh, I'm going to put you as a presenter so you can help the other students. It was totally disorganized. When Maurice mentioned that he had his bachelor's degree in music production and master's degree in entertainment business, and some of the things that work that he has done, she wanted to get him to help with the class. And it was just, it was just absolutely chaotic, to say the least. One girl was on there talking about that basically she has no experience in this area, which is fine, but her main being, when the teacher asked, okay, why do you want to take this class, she just came out saying that she just came to be an extra, put her in anything. That's all that she wanted, just so she can get recognized, so she can get noticed. It was just complete chaos. And so after that, like I said, there was the first day of class, and you still don't know what this class is about, because she never gave any lecture. She never gave any indication of what that whole first day was. Just complete chaos. And then at the end, she was talking about taking a quiz over what? Because all the information that was on the quiz, it wasn't even talked about in class. And then she says that it didn't matter whether you got the answers right or wrong, just as long as you get credit just for taking it. So Maurice was very uncomfortable with this. He was like, you know what? I don't think I want to go to this school. I don't think. So we prayed about it. We prayed about it. The very next day, the Lord answered. Within 24 hours, he gave an answer saying that this was not the school for you. That all that they was about was money. And I can prove that all that they was about was money, because yesterday, when Maurice called to let them know that he was withdrawn from the school, the woman that he had been talking to through this whole time, who was so excited for him to be in school, she was just enthusiastic and was constantly calling to make sure that everything was good, everything was okay. The moment that he called, first of all, they don't have a proper withdrawal process. He looked for the form online through the student portal. There was no form whatsoever saying, hey, look, I want to withdraw from school. So when he called, they said that he had to email the program director, the same one that was Mr. Arrogant. So not even 5 minutes after sending the email to the program director, he gets a phone call from, like I said, the same woman that had been calling him, talking about how enthusiastic she was for him to be in school and this and that and the third. She gets a phone, she gets on the phone, she calls him, and basically, Maurice, what's the problem? There's no hello, no how you doing. Maurice, what's the problem? And so basically, instead of telling them that their school is nothing, he's basically just said that, you know what? My schedule changed. Basically, I don't have the time that it takes to, which we don't. Maurice being in class from 6 to 11 takes him away from doing other things that the Lord has for him to do. It's not like when he was going to school at Full Sail, where he could do his classwork at his convenience and just, have a due date. This is when it's due. No, this school required him to be in class from 6 to 11. And so when Maurice explained to the young lady that, this was not something that he could do, attitude. Complete attitude. It was like, so, and then Maurice was like, I gotta work. So she basically just said, and these were her exact words. So you just gonna give up on school and choose your job over going to school. I mean, what? And when we did the reviews, which is something that we should have done beforehand, and so that's why we're letting everybody know to review, to look at the reviews that came through. This one person basically reached out and said that this school does not care anything about you. They don't care anything about the students. They don't care anything about how you're going to make a living. When was told that basically said the same thing. They basically they want you to choose between their school and having an income. Basically, just as long as they get their money for school, they don't care anything about how you're going to survive. This one girl had basically, she said, one of the students had said, look, I think she said that she was a wedding videographer, and that these were stuff that she had lined up through, before class started. Look, I have got a wedding that's due in August that I have to do. I have a family vacation that's coming up. She was telling them all of this, and basically, they told her that it was going to be counted as an absence. If you're on vacation with your family, they telling you that to log in from your phone. And when I told you, it was just complete chaos. That's all that I can tell you. The whole school was just complete chaos. And the person that I was talking about, when they were saying that they don't care anything about the students, they don't care that you have a job, the school, and someone from the school actually responded to this review and saying that sacrifices have to be made as far as, and when you come to our school, you're going to have to make sacrifice. Nobody should have to choose between going to school and having an income for their family. There are ways to do both. I'm pretty sure many of you out there have both. I've done it. There are plenty single mothers that have worked and gone to school. As a matter of fact, when Maurice was in Full Sail, there was a woman there who had kids because she could make her own schedule. But this school, as a matter of fact, while Maurice was online with school Monday, this woman had her 2 kids on camera with her.
She finished just in time.
I was just telling them about how, basically they want you to choose between going to their school and having an income.
Yep.
They don't care anything about the woman that I was saying about. She was online with her 2 kids.
Yeah. No. Did you tell them about Bad Eye? The nigga with the shit?
Oh, no, I forgot about it. I told about the one that said that he was incarcerated.
Yeah, I ain't got no problem with that. I ain't ashamed of that. You nigga, you should be.
And
I mean, listen. Yes, the Bible does teaches us not to, don't despise small beginnings. That's understandable. Okay, that's totally understandable. Okay, I understand that. I understand that. Okay, don't despise small beginnings. I understand that. But when you wear negativity like a badge, you haven't learned doo-doo. I mean, he was both. I've been, I ain't afraid of him. And then he told him how much time he did. Nobody asked. He said 10 months, wasn't it?
15.
15 months. 15 months. I thought he said 10. You sure he said?
Yeah, he said 15.
Look, I was in and out because I wasn't listening to that crap. Did you tell him about the teacher and how she wasn't ready for
And
them and how she was recruiting students? Yeah.
Yeah. And she wanted you to be a
Yeah. Well, maybe you could. No, I'm not. No. You're not going to give me none of that paycheck. I don't work for free.
Told him about Mr. Arrogant.
Oh, yeah. Don't come to me. Really? Wow. What kind of bullshit school is this again? I mean, seriously. Ghetto ass school.
And the girl who told me she was just there because she wanted to be an extra.
Oh, you told her too?
Uh-huh.
Somebody should have told her fat ass. I mean, when I tell you she was fat, this bitch was fat even on the internet. I told my wife is thick. She wears a lot of damn clothes to cover up actually what type of body she has. Slow ass. But I told my wife, I said, if you ever get that goddamn big, I mean, this bitch looked like she had two people sitting next to her. And it was just her body. That was it. I mean, she had two people sitting next to her, but that was her left arm and her right arm. That's how big she was. She talking about being an extra. Yeah, you right. You gonna be the extra. You gonna be the sound stage. The whole damn stage, that's it. People gonna perform upon your stupid ass. I mean, that's the wrong place. Somebody you want to be. Are you serious? And that school loves people just like her dumb ass. The niggerdom. I wrote down a couple of notes about this school. Because this is just what I saw. I said this school is directed at poor black, Hispanic, and white folks. And they are. Listen, it does not take much to get into a technical college. I'm not downplaying nobody's tech school. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it wrong. Whatever you saying, you went to a university plate. No. But it takes more to get into a university than it do a tech school. And I'm not bullshitting. It takes more. Did you tell them about how the bitch wanted us to hold our license up to our head?
No, I didn't get to that.
Jesus, what did you tell them?
I was talking about how rude they was on.
She wanted us, my teacher, who looked like she was about 20. She know nothing she was doing. What she should have been talking about on Friday, she was talking about it. I'm like, what the? Everybody had to get a chance. Everybody had to get a chance to introduce themselves, and everybody that introduced themselves, she had to comment on. Then she was entertaining questions. You tell them that?
Yeah, I told her.
She was entertaining questions while people trying to introduce themselves. I said there is no structure there. First of all, if people had to introduce themselves, why would you push that off on Friday? Yes, that should have been on the very first day. You know, when we went to real schools and public schools and stuff. When school started back after whatever break, summer break or whatever you want to call it. When you had new students, everybody introduced themselves. It damn near took all day for everybody to say, I'm dead, blah, blah, blah. She wanted to push that off on Friday. Why? The first day of class was Monday. But while everybody introducing themselves, this dummy was commenting on everybody, and then there's a button that you hit if you wanted to say something, in the hand will raise or whatever. She entertained a question that had nothing to do with people introduce themselves. And I'm looking at my wife like, what kind of unstructured bullshit is this?
She got nothing done.
She had got nothing done. We saw the itinerary. Okay? We saw it. She didn't hit nothing.
Not even after dinner did she like to me, well, we running behind, so I'm just going to pick up where she didn't do any of that.
She didn't do any of it. And we stayed until 11 o'clock, because that one class supposed to be over. So, because My wife wanted to, like, baby, I said, no, we ain't gonna log out. I said, we're not gonna log out. I said until 11. I said after 11, log the fuck out. Why? Because that's when school ends. If you say that's when school ends, that's when school ends, I tell you what, try to keep a student after the 3 o'clock bell. You go, boy, look here. You might be wearing one of them damn desks. I ain't gonna lie to you. 3 o'clock, I can go home. You ain't got nothing to talk to me about. Them buses, they done lined up. They start lining up at 2:30. Period. So when that time hit 11 o'clock, I say, now I log out. Click. She was still talking. I don't want to hear that. Click. I'm done. School end at 11 o'clock. That's the time.
Got you taking a quiz over something she ain't even talked about.
That she ain't even talked about. Talking about, it doesn't matter if you get the answer right or wrong. There ain't no damn quiz. That's a guesstimate.
Just as long as you took it.
Just as long as you took it. Y'all, we're not bullshitting about this. Just as long as you took it. Like, what? What the are you serious right now? I told my wife, I said, this school is all about money.
Oh, then, because I forgot I was talking about they wanted you to buy a $200 and something SSD card for the equipment that you're going to be doing your videos on.
What'd you say now?
About the $200 and something equip the SSD card that they wanted you to buy to do the videos from, because they wasn't providing anything.
Nothing. You had to pay for everything. And the Lord told me that you're going to end up paying out more money than what it's worth going to this school. The Lord told me that the camera they would have provided you with, it's no better than the camera you already got now. That's in my damn in my book bag back there. It's a pretty good camera, but it ain't state of the art. It takes nice videos, but it ain't state of the art at all. I only paid $200 and something for that one. Period. I like it. It works for me, but it's not state of the art. What the school's seen you supposed to be state of the art. That's what you're paying for. That's what you're paying for. I wrote down here, I said, this school uses your wishes. Excuse me. This school uses your wanting to change against you. This particular school. We talking about F.I.R.S.T Institute, film school, or whatever you want to call it, because to me, it's a ghetto ass school of Orlando, Florida. Okay? I said, this school uses your wanting to change against you, and they do. Because, listen, most tech schools know most people really don't have another place to go. And I'm not putting down people who goes to tech school. That's not what I'm saying. But it doesn't take too much to get into a tech college. I'm telling you it don't. I'm telling you, it don't. Now, you can say what you want to say. That's your problem. I'm not putting down people that go to tech schools. I'm putting down trash-ass tech schools like this one. All they want is your money. And guess what? They robbing you blind, and you the one that's got to go pay it back. Not them. All you doing, listen now. All you doing at schools like this is what I wrote. All you doing at schools like this. Now, listen, I'm not telling you not to go there. If that's where you want to go, go. I made the mistake, okay, and didn't pray. And we can say all day long, well, the Lord could have, he could have stopped me from going. No. Just like the Lord told me. No. As a matter of fact, go get what the Lord shared with you. I want you to hear it out of his own mouth. Because some of y'all are just like me. Big mouth ass. You want to go do everything. And if God say no, then you want to raise your fist up to him. That's why he let you go through a lot of things. That's why he let you go. Now I said I wasn't going to be no dang on 2 hours. That's why he let you go through a lot of things. So that you will know it's not for you. It's not for you. And this is what he told my wife to tell me when she get back. Whether you want to believe it or not, that's your own affair. I don't care. But I know he had to been telling the truth. And I know my wife had to been telling me the truth of what God said. Because I felt the same thing. Period. Yes, but most tech schools just like this one know full well most people that go to tech schools really have no place else to go. They want a wham, bam, thank you, ma'am certificate. Most tech schools, that's all what they're gonna give you is a certificate. So let me help you to learn what you're paying for, okay? And this is what I wrote. All you are doing at most schools like this, all you are doing, okay? And I said at this particular school, and most schools just like it, all you are doing is paying $25,000, $30,000 to $35,000 for a damn piece of paper. Listen, for a damn piece of paper that they call a certificate of diploma or whatever you want to call it. Am I talking right?
You talking right? All
you doing is paying $25,000. Some of us in the wrong line of work. All you are paying is $25,000. Because I think my tuition was $25,000. Now, do I have from the government to go there? Yeah. But I'm not going there. I dropped out yesterday. But no, yesterday. Because I was seeing with 12 o'clock. Yesterday. I dropped out yesterday. And they was mad. Oh, yes, they were. Oh, this Victoria, man, she was so nice when I was trying to enroll. But and how do you ask me? How do you ask the dumb question? How do you ask the dumb question? My wife, she was on the phone too. I showed my wife everything. My school, everything. I don't care. Because she also holds me accountable when I start to get loose. Okay, I start to get angry and stuff. Okay. How you ask me or ask us? Let's put it like that. How you ask us? You sure you want to go to school? I mean, Scott, are you sure you want to go to work and get a paycheck and not go to school? Yeah. That don't make no sense. Well, I tell you what, quit your damn job at the school, you damn thief. And take your ass back to school. Dummy. They're going to try everything that they can to keep your ass in that school, especially that particular school. A First Institute, film, whatever you want to call it, of Orlando, Florida. That's how they get paid. And if they don't keep your ass in there, guess what? Somebody finna get fired, reprimanded, written up, or demoted. But if you want to keep somebody, why act like a bitch on the first day? Think about that. See, when they started doing that, especially that damn dude, when he started doing, what was he again?
The program director.
Yeah, the program, the heifer. Okay? When he started, I was like, see, but he done got arrogant. He done got arrogant. Because they believe that nobody like me gonna come along. And you know what's sad? Somebody like me comes every once in a blue moon. That's why they can get away with this shit. They robbing y'all blind and making y'all pay for it. Schools just like this. They robbing y'all blind and making y'all pay for it. I'm telling you what I know. I'm not lying. Again, I'm not putting down people who go to tech colleges. I'm not. But in my time of being in college, it is more difficult to get into a university than it is to get into a tech school. Am I right or wrong? You got it's more. Listen again. I'm not putting down anyone for going to tech schools. Okay, I'm not doing that. I'm saying it's more difficult. Most of your ghetto ass Negroes go to tech colleges. Now, my wife told y'all, when I cut this off, you want to hear what it was? Right around the back. My wife told y'all about the ghetto. Listen, they was online, and I know my mouth is lit, but I also know when to say, you piss me off when to say, okay, I understand, all right, yep. I know I know my mouth is wildfire, okay? But these are students, cursing, doing this, I'm like, you got you showing all your little mini children. One nigga told him that he got about 6 kids. Like, what the fuck?
The same one that just got.
Yeah, the same one that just got out the pen. I know why you trying to change. Child support been knocking at your truck though. Damn your house. You ain't even living in no house no more. You living in your truck. Wait on the truck. Well, I mean, wait in the truck. You can believe that? He got 6 young. He got 6 head of chilling. You don't need to go to no tech school home and get your ass in a real college. Get a job, nigga. Leave that tech and go to college. I mean, you got me talking about that. Leave tech and go to Burger King or something. 6 head of chilling. When the hell you decided to make them? You did 15 months in jail, prison, because you wasn't in no jail. You went to prison, nigga. You did 15 months in the slammer. You got 6 head of chilling. One of them ain't yours. Why I gotta be like this, Carol? One of them I have probably 2 or 3 of them.
No one talking about his ugly cousin.
Carolyn, now I'm a little rusty on my mail. How many times will 9 go into 15? Cause I don't forgot. Wait a minute. Cause I want to be right. Wait a minute now. How many times was 9?
15 divided by.
I know that. Wait a minute now. See, you messing here. You messing me up.
$1.66666.
Them churning the devil. 2 or 3 of them little bitches. I mean, 2 or 3 of them little nappy head ass chill ain't yours, bro. You got 6 head of chilling. You did 15 months in the slammer. That hell saw you coming a mile away, nigga. For real. Wait a minute. This ain't gonna tell you the truth. This ain't gonna tell you the truth. Wait a minute now. Oh, that's a good head of chilling right now. Wait, man. Go ahead, talk.
So again, then you had this other person that was on there talking about he produced this show, he managed this person, he got them signed to some people or whatever. And then of course you had other students talking about data singers, you're talking about my ugly cousin or whatever the case may be. And
no, that was a rapper.
Oh, okay. Well, but he's talking about this whole, he done got a whole resume list of things that he's done. So Maurice and I are looking at each other
okay,
like,
I'm trying to tell you my name ain't no damn Maurice.
Maurice and I are looking at each other wondering, okay, if you got all this up under them, what you doing here? What do you need the school for?
Exactly. Somebody lying.
If you've got all this, if you know this person, you know that person, you done already put yourself out there, you don't need the school.
None.
But
None.
I can say, and then this is what the Lord shared with Maurice. It says the reason.
Y'all listen now. Listen now. Go ahead.
The reason you were allowed to start class instead of just being told this is not the school for you is so that you would see that this is not the school for you. Now that you understand that, let me inform you as to what would have happened should you have stayed with the school.
1.66666666. Yeah.
Instead of receiving money, you would have been paying out money. Not only would there have been additional equipment you would have had to buy, you would have also had to pay the subscription fee to Adobe, which is $99 a month. Where other schools give you this access for free because it's a required part of your curriculum, this school makes the student pay for it as well as everything else that is required for class. The only thing they give you is a camera and its accessories, and it's not that different from the one you have now.
The Lord, my wife, she writes down what she does that. She writes down her dreams. She writes down her whatever God tells her. She writes it down. She keeps a journal of everything. Yeah, that's just her. Anyways, now the Lord said this. He said that if I would have just told you no, you would have been arguing with me. You would have been arguing with me. So I let you go to it so you could see you wasn't right for that. And that's what's wrong with a lot of us today. We wonder why God let us hit brick walls sometimes. Because if he's standing your way, if he say no, you know, he may say no about this, he may say no about that, he may say no 1,000 times. I ain't saying he'll say no 1,000 times, that's just exaggeration. But he may say no 5 or 6 times. You're going to get tired of him saying no 5 or 6 times. You're going to start getting angry, you're going to start, but Jesus knows what he's doing. We the one don't know. So we going to get angry, man. She's like, every time I want to go over here, bro, you telling me no. You always trying to keep me, and if the truth be told, I hold up both hands. I've sat here in this truck behind this camera, when nothing, where I wasn't recording anything, and I have had a powwow fit. People walk by the road like, that nigga must be crazy. Man, he crazy, ain't he? Damn near tore my damn mirror off. Mad, angry at God. And it always come out, it wasn't never meant for you. Well, that was the same way with this school. If the Lord would have told me no, I would have been pissed. Period. So sometimes the Lord will let you hit a brick wall. Sometimes he'll let you hit a brick wall. And then you'll come right back to him and, well, you knew this. Yeah, I knew. They'll say, Lord, yeah, I knew. I knew it. But you weren't going to believe me. You was not going to believe me. You was not going to be satisfied with me telling you no. I wanted you to see it for yourself. This is why if I had told you no, would have been, all the while, he's not doing it to hurt you. He's doing it to help you. Guess what? I would do the same thing to my sons. I have 3, well, 1 in glory, but I have 3 boys. I would do the same exact thing to my boys. To Zion, to the thing, I do the same exact thing. Dad, but you knew it wasn't going to work. Yeah, I knew that. But why? Because, remember, we already had conversations about certain things before. We've already sat down and had conversations about certain things before, right? Yes, sir. Did you not say to me, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm always trying to be involved with this and trying to do this to you? Yes, sir. Okay, well. Now do you see? Yeah, man. That's how the Lord is. That's how the Lord is. Because some of us can't take no all the time. Some of us don't want to hear no. So he'll let you, and guess what? He gonna do it again. To me. And to you. When Jesus knows is never to hurt you. It's always to help you. Because even if he say no about this door, He knows that there are 2 more doors that you soon to walk through. That you're going to be like, wow, I'm glad I didn't walk through that door. Because over here is better than that over there. If I had stayed in this ghetto school, we talking about again, the F.I.R.S.T Institute, Film College, whatever you want to call it, of Orlando, Florida. I call it the ghetto school. Excuse me, let me speak in my niggerdom. I call it the ghetto ass school. Oh, that's what it is. If y'all was live with me Monday night, you would have known what I'm talking about. Ghetto as I don't know what. And when I say ghetto, I mean ghetto. Like I said, there was some dude that got up there. I'm talking about with an eye patch on. His hair going this way, that way. I'm finna go outside to see how the Martians landed or something. Ah, shit. Area 51, I know you're real. Don't send them over here just yet. Not yet, Area 51. Don't do it. Wait till my father calls us home. If by some miracle I get to him. Yeah, I'm trying to be real. I mean, he had hair all, and I don't know where these niggas get that shit from. It looks retarded. Y'all forgive me. It looks retarded to me. I wish my son would come home with damn extensions sticking out his damn head like he just took his hand and damn licked the socket. And then you wonder why people clench their damn purse walking past you. Look how you look. Take accountability at how your ass look. Uh-oh. I don't want to, please y'all. Look how you look. You walking by some older white woman or black woman or old white man or old black man. Yeah, I don't care. They ain't got to be old, young. You walking past them, nigga, you look like you finna take something. Look at how you look. And then you dress nasty, some of you. This joker set up there Monday night. He had to turn his camera on. God knows I wish his camera wasn't working at that time. Because I believe I believe the damn laptop or computer that he had, that nigga had to lift it. There is a lift for me. This nigga didn't look like that. Hey, he didn't look like he could spell school. Spell school, nigga, L-O-O-H-C-S. What? Nigga, that ain't how you spell. That nigga look like he couldn't spell school. I ain't lying. He looked like a rat on steroids. And I ain't, but look here. It's comical, but I swear to God, that's what we saw. I said, Carolyn, look at this fool. And then, and if I'm lying, God kill me. When he looked in the camera, he looked like a predator. And I'm talking about a child predator. Listen, I'm not judging that bastard because I don't know his life story. But then again, I probably do know his life story because his clothes looked like he just, when I tell you he looked like an old damn dope boy, I done been in the streets a little bit, okay? And then he put his face in that camera. I mean, I know that I was trying to focus, he only had one. He only had one. Yeah. He probably had Glock and a coma in that other. But his shit was like this. And his hair was like this. I'm talking about it was everywhere. I said, Calvin, look at this nigga. I said, what the hell is wrong with this dude, man? You had one that looked like the Predator son. You had one that looked like the Pillsbury fat girl. Talking about she want to get it because all she want to do, and that's what those schools are looking for, dummies. Listen, they know you ain't got a dime to pay them. They using you, they using you to use the government. All you paying for, like I said, all you paying out, my tuition would have been $25,000, okay? All you paying for is $35,000 for a piece of paper that's probably not accredited even through Satan's asshole.
Oh yeah, that's what that person that was reviewing was saying that the credits wasn't transferred to any other school. You remember the review that I had read? And
you read a lot of stuff I don't know nothing about.
And they was talking about the same person.
About the school?
Yeah. Saying that they couldn't transfer the credits to any other school.
The F.I.R.S.T Institute?
Uh-huh.
What I told you. What I told you. Can you find that on your computer?
Yeah.
What I told you. You paying $25,000, $30,000 to $35,000 for a damn piece of paper that's probably not even accredited up in Satan's asshole. So, in other words, all you did was waste, what was the program, 10 months?
Mm-hmm.
All you did was waste 10 months of your life. That's all you done. You ain't did nothing else. You ain't did nothing else. Oh, yeah. She right. Because, wait a minute, probably the same person. But somebody said that what they paid for, they learned it off of YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay. Say what these people show you, you can learn it off of YouTube. Yeah, because you did read that. Because one person said that if he could go back, he or she, I don't know who was Bell Fever, said that if they could go back in time, they wouldn't have went to this school. Yeah. Just read, and guess what? Go if you got a desire to go to the F.I.R.S.T Institute of Florida, go. But I'm telling you what to expect. I was there, if only for a day. A lot of people don't have discernment of the spirit. That's a gift that I have, and I know I have it. Period.
Yeah, it's.
What you got? Read it.
I wish I could go back in time and tell.
They don't put their name?
Okay. But it was just 3 months ago.
Wait a minute, let me see this. This was did 3 months ago, y'all, so that they don't think somebody lying. Let me unplug this for a second. This was did 3 months ago. This is what she reading right here. Right there. See that 1 star? This is talking about the Florida Institute. Okay? She would say, I wish I could go. See? F.I.R.S.T Institute reviews. Okay? So y'all don't think I'm lying. And then I told my wife, I said, it's something weird about a school that everybody's saying something good about it. Even the Lord tell you something weird about that. He says, Jesus says that if you find someone that everybody speaks well of, something wrong. We had to dig. And I do me, well, I didn't do it, she did. My wife had to dig to find at least one. Because I wanted to know if my experience was the only experience. Period. Go ahead, though.
I wish I could go back in time and tell myself not to go here. I put so much effort in my life from a young age to become a professional in the music industry and made great strides. Made great strides toward that before going here.
Wow.
After graduating, they did not help me find a job or offer any support that I needed for medical, social, academic challenges I faced while in school. Despite graduating at the top of my class, I was completely pushed aside by the administration at school, who did not take my health or safety on campus seriously. There's also a major lack of respect for students who are down. You are better off learning on your own and going through YouTube. Get involved in your industry in any way other than F.I.R.S.T Institute. I'll be paying off this debt well until 2030 for a school that never delivered.
You got something else?
This one says, I really can't express how disappointed in the quality of education I experienced at this school. I am regretful that I chose to waste a year of my life and my money going here. Absolute waste of money. The school promises to find you a job but does not deliver to anyone. Please stay far away.
So, and I'm quite sure the collectiveness of damning this school goes a long way. I'm quite sure it do. Okay, But take it from me. Let me tell you something, because I'm finna end this. So let me tell you something. Anybody that know me know I'm not gonna lie to you. Anybody that know me personally. If you just met me, you don't know this. If anybody knows me, Maurice Mungeon, not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna do that. I could not sleep well at night knowing that I told you a lie. As God is my holy witness, I couldn't do it. I told my son a lie. What was it? Gabby, when I tell?
Weekend.
Huh?
Last weekend.
Last weekend. Because I didn't feel like going to McDonald's and get no Happy Meals. I want to go out the next day. So I told him that my truck wasn't running. I even pushed the damn truck to let him see that it wasn't running. Child, when I tell you I got convicted of that, in my soul, in my spirit, I heard, why not just tell him the truth? Why are you lying? I looked at my boy, my 6-year-old little boy. I said, son, daddy cannot lie to you. I said, and I'm sorry for lying to you. I just don't feel like going tonight. Why did I do it? It's not an excuse, it's the truth, because I didn't want to break his heart. That's why I did it. But it's still no excuse that I actually lied. I actually lied. And my wife, I said, Carol, I felt like shit. Period. When I told my son the truth, it was like a weight was lifted off of me. And then I heard this. As he get older and he lies to you, you cannot say nothing to him if you did not make it right. Because he can always bring up, Pop, Dad, whatever, you lied to me. Think about that. That's why I can't lie to you. If I tell you something is good, stick a fork in it because it's done. I'm telling you. There's no such thing. Okay, babe, I got you. There is no such thing as a white lie. There's no such thing as a black lie. Lies is lies. Period. And God is my holy witness. I stand against them. Period. You don't tell no lies in my home. Ask my family. You lie to me, and there's a consequence behind it. And I'm being for real. I'm being for real. There is a consequence behind it. Period. That what you wanted from Macy's or wherever that the female stuff, you're not going to get it. My wife made a mistake. It's been years ago, but she still made a mistake and lied in my face about something that was about me. That was for me. But she lied to me about it. She went on ahead and spent the money but didn't tell me. I have a problem with that because if I spend money, I'm going to tell her. If she spends, because our money's together. So she has control of my bank account. She has control. That's why if we together, you see my wife, she pulls out a wallet, that's my wallet. That's not a show-off phone. I can't stand to hold my own wallet. And I'm just saying, I cannot stand to do that. I can't stand to pull out my damn credit card, my card, my bank card, and I can't. But I tell Carol, I said, Carol, if you spend money off that card, let me know. I said, and then if I spend something off the card, I'm going to let you know. That's how we keep the balance at home. Well, she didn't do that. Yes, it was for me, but you lied. You said you didn't do it. I made her send it back. She didn't like it, but I made her send it back. Period. I say, now the next time you tell me the truth. Period. That's a surprise. I don't care. If I've actually, when it comes down to money, I don't play. I don't play about that. Why? Because maybe it's something that I want to get for you. What the hell that light is? See that light right there?
Yeah.
Is that, ain't it flickering? Dude, that's weird. Or is that me?
Turn your lights off.
Okay, that's weird as fuck, boy. Yeah, I don't know if y'all can see this light. Probably can't. There's a light that's right there, and it flickers. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Ain't it flickering now? That's some crazy shit, bro. And it could just be a street light. I don't know. But I guess what it caught my eye because I never seen a light right there before.
Yeah, probably do.
You think it's just a street light?
Yeah.
My eye be catching everything. But when it's new to me, I'm like, what the?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just a street light. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyways, like I said, that's just me. Period. When it come down to money, I don't play about it. My wife controls the money in our home. And I've had an argument with people about this. Do my wife, well, I didn't argue because it's who I put in charge of whatever that I have. Do my wife, to a point, she do. Okay? To a point. She do control somewhat. Period. She also understands you have to have yourself in submission whenever I say, because the Lord put me as head of house, as provider. So if I say, if you're going to spend something off of there, let me know. Now, no, she didn't have to tell me that she bought it for me, but just, hey, look, I spent such and such, such. She said she didn't spend nothing off of them. I'm wondering where the hell the money went. When it came to me, I wasn't happy to receive it. No. I said, now we're going to send that right back. Well, now because at my graduation, I knew that she had, I just didn't know what she got for me because I'm not going to go and search whatever that she buys. Okay? I'm not going to do that. But I need to know how much you took off. And that's it. Just tell me how much you took off. Now, to some of you, man, you got to tell, well, that's you. But I could be having something in my head that I want to buy for her. And I go in, and I'm probably trying to get this, and it's like, how you? Come on, who the? And then it causes all type of problems. Now I might be calling my bank like, hey, bro, look, man. So it just, hey, look, I spent, just like today. I put 41, help me, Jesus, 41, I think 41.50. That's not it. I'm gonna put my gas receipt. I know it was 41.50 something. I think it was 41.53. I told her. Even though I got the receipt in the house or whatever, but I still told her. I said, all right, baby, I spent 41.53 off the bank card. In other words, all I'm trying to say is I don't like lies. I just don't like, and I don't like surprises. Whether they good or bad, I don't like them. And my wife tell you, that's why she's looking at me like, you don't see, but you look at me like she's crazy now. Like, I can't stand a damn surprise. I don't like them. I'm sorry, but I don't like them. I'll surprise you all day long, but I don't like them. Period. I accept them, but I don't. I mean, because to me, it's I don't know. I don't know. I don't like them. But anyways, I just don't like them. Anywho, man, I thought you said, I just thought about this one. I thought you said that you don't get no woman to buy nothing for you, because I just thought about what I just said about whatever you buy for me. Yeah. Listen, jackass. Listen closely, jackass. Every stitch, and I'm only going to make this distinction once, but I'm doing it for a reason, so don't come at me later. Listen, jackass. Well, you know how you is too. Listen, jackass. The money that's in my bank is my money. I worked for that. My wife has not worked since
2013.
I thought you left 2014.
Oh, I forgot about that 1 month job.
Exactly.
I forgot.
So my wife has not worked since 2014. Okay. Every dime, every dollar, every penny, whatever, that's my money. First the Lord, then me. Okay. And that's the only time that I'm going to make that distinction. Because anybody that knows us would say that's our money together. So if you hear me say anytime that my wife bought me something and blah, 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 that's still my money. Period. And I had to say it because I took my mind's always thinking. Because, I mean, I'll say it again. Can't nary woman that know me, nary woman that know me can tell you that she's ever bought anything for me. Bring them to me and I'll slap fuck out of them because I know they lying. You trying to start some shit.
But you won't take it.
I won't take it. A girl, I'm just bringing this up. This was years ago. A girl in Florida bought me it was a nice outfit. Real nice. It was a short set because I love short sets. It was a real nice outfit. And she was like, I just want to buy you. I just want to get this for you. I sat in the car when we had our black car. And I looked at that damn outfit. And you know what I said to myself? Well, I didn't say it to myself. Well, I would say I said it to myself. What kind of bitch? This is what I said. What kind of bitch nigga is you? You sitting up here letting a woman buy you clothes? You sitting up here letting a woman do shit for you? Are you stupid? What'd I do with that outfit?
I gave it back to her.
She was pissed. I say, honey, it's not that. It's not. What was her name? Michelle. Why are you saying it low? Michelle. Her name was Michelle. She looked like Gina from Martin. Period. She looked like Gina from Martin. She was very beautiful. Okay. And I know why she was doing what she was doing, but it wasn't going. And I say, no, man, I can't do that, bro. I can't do that. Period. I can't do that. I mean, she got angry in a house full of people. In a house full of people. Calvin used to get angry too. You always, and then she'll come up with this. Calvin will come up with this. And I told her stop lying. Because my wife come up with this right here. You always buying people stuff for Christmas. And you never get yourself anything. I said, Calvin, stop lying. I said, because I get myself stuff through the run of the year. I don't need nothing on Christmas. You can't buy me shit on Christmas. Why? Because all my childhood life, I've always wanted to do something for someone else. Every time Christmas roll around, I hurt more for my brothers and sisters than I did for me. And I'm not bullshitting you. That's the goddamn truth. I'm not bullshitting you. Every Christmas that roll around, we got nothing. That bothered me. It still bothers me to this day. Last Christmas, man, that thing hurt me so bad. I'm talking about this last Christmas gone. Man, that thing hurt me so bad. Because my check hadn't showed up. It hadn't showed up. And I'm like, I was down. All my bills were paid. We was having fun. We were ready to go out to dinner, to the movies, the whole damn 9 yards. And I'm talking about, I was like, Carol, what the man? She had to calm me down. Am I lying?
No, you're not.
She had to calm me down. I told Carol, I said I feel lesser than a man right now. She said, but baby, you buy Zion, because it was about my son. She said, baby, you buy Zion stuff. There hasn't been a Christmas that you've missed. I said, but I feel like a failure. She said, the check is coming. Don't worry. Well, the check didn't show up till after Christmas. Well, here God go again. The check was big enough for us to have Christmas. Was it next month?
May.
Yeah, that's next month, right? No.
No, this month is April. We're still in March.
Damn, I told you.
Yeah.
May. For us to have Christmas in May. This is why our vacation coming in there. And I was like, I mean, but I still went out and I still bought a lot of stuff for my kids. But I was like, wow. The reason why it had been delayed because of Satan. Yeah. He still ain't got over what I've done. But anyways, go ahead.
This was the one that I was telling you about. It says...
Listen to this one, and then we got to wrap it up.
And this one was just done last month.
Last month. She still okay, but what is this pertaining to?
This is review on F.I.R.S.T Institute. The person who went there, like I said, and they wrote this review last month.
Okay, let me see it. You lying. She ain't reading it. Oh, yes, she is. All right. Here we go again. F.I.R.S.T Institute. There it is. Look at that one. Well, that's 2 stars right there, though. Look at that. Okay? F.I.R.S.T Institute. All right. Here we go.
Seriously, check out the program and the school before applying. I know it's tempting to come to the school for what they call a creative pack, but with the money you pay for tuition, you could purchase your own equipment and more. Honestly, for all the time and money you invest on the course, you could learn it all on YouTube. Yes, they have some instructors who are overly qualified, and these instructors are the reason students continue coming to the school. I thought about leaving because it just felt like a huge waste of time and money midway through the program. The school is more like a cash grab, more than a place to help students grow and excel in their craft of study. And for the amount of money you pay for tuition, I can't understand for the life of me why the cap and gown is not included in the tuition.
Now, with that, as far as with the cap and gown goes, from what I understand, hardly any college is going to pay. I still don't understand that. I'm just saying from what I shouldn't say from what I understand, from what I've read and from what I know, not many colleges is going to pay for your cap and gown. You have to do. Now that I still don't get, because even when I was going to Jesus Christ, Full Sail University, I had to pay for my cap and gown, but yet I just paid out $60,000. Why isn't my cap and gown included with? But I said, okay, God provided. He made a way for me. I'm gonna go. Okay, I'm gonna do what I need to do. I'm gonna get this graduation, and that's just what it is. So with that, now I'm not defending the F.I.R.S.T Institute or whatever of Orlando Film School. I'm not Ghetto ass film school. I'm not defending them. I'm just saying from what I've come to know or whatever, that most colleges don't, and definitely not tech schools.
And said, honestly, everything I learned, I could have got it all from YouTube. A few times through the course, YouTube taught me because the coursework is so jammed together and rushed along.
It is.
Just so they can keep up with the schedule.
It is.
Also, and this is my truth, I wrote this to help someone else who may be on the fence with making a choice and confused, and they only see one image of the institute. The staff does an amazing job in making the school look good.
They do.
Well, it has a film department to do that.
Yes, they do.
Absolutely.
Because I'm not cutting you off, but that's what attracted me. You can go on YouTube right now and pull up the F.I.R.S.T Institute of Orlando, Florida, and you be like, wow. But everything that glitter ain't gold. Everything that glitter ain't gold. And everything that's sweet ain't sugar. I had to learn that the hard way. Okay? You hearing it from somebody who on his very first day, hated that whole school. I'm telling you. But you can go if you want to. You want to go to that school so you can find out for yourself. I promise you, you might as well say you paid for the class, you paid for the books, you paid for the camera, you paid for the lighting. You gonna pay for everything, and I do mean everything. Ain't nothing free. And your camera, as my Lord and Savior said, looks like that crap that I got sitting back there. He didn't call it crap, I called it crap. Period. It's not a state-of-the-art camera. Okay, I paid $200, $200-something for that, for this camera back here. It does fairly well, okay? But that's something that I bought for myself, okay? If you go into a technical or a university, they should not send you stuff like that at all. At all. They should send you state-of-the-art, okay? The reason that I love Full Sail so much, is because when our launch box, not lunch, I know people like, I call them lunch. When our launch box came, it came with everything I needed and everything. I looked up the computer, and that computer that they sent me was almost $3,000. I ain't paying. The most I'll put in a damn computer is probably $400, and that's it. Okay, at least we were seeing where our money was going, and they didn't rush stuff along.
And they sent you everything.
And they sent me everything that I needed to get me started. Period. And that's what attracted me to them, and that's why I went back for my master's. But anyways,
it's just absolutely, and I mean absolutely, if you are thinking about moving here to go to school, do not go to the student housing. Please, I urge you to find another living arrangement. There is someone named Mike who is very unprofessional, rude, and egotistical. From my understanding, he's in charge of student housing. I could go on about the nightmare that I had in dealing with that individual and student housing.
this must be a female talking. That's what it reads like.
I reported him to the school as well as several other students. Nothing changes. The school turns a blind eye to a lot of strange things that goes on there. They will say that it's a third-party provider and then put the responsibility on the student. Someone should report them to the Better Business Bureau. This is my truth. I didn't write this to spread negativity, but only to share my experience, as I would have loved for someone to share theirs. You can create your own experience. This was just mine. If you ask me if I would do it again, it would be a big no. I will never go back to F.I.R.S.T, and I hope you don't either. I hope this helps someone.
My God. So I'm just saying, y'all. That's it.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, y'all. One more thing. They don't have a place for you to graduate either. I don't know if my wife said that earlier.
No.
They don't have a place for you to graduate at all. Yeah. Let that sizzle in your spirit. They don't have a place for you to walk. And for some odd reason, please help me to understand why they don't live stream. Hush, Maurice, shut up. If you still on, I want you to be quiet, please. Be quiet. Shh. Let's meditate on that one for just 1 second. Please, I'm begging you. Meditate. Wait a minute. I said meditate, stop snoring. Why did I ask y'all to meditate on that? Because this is supposed to be excuse me, but I'm forgetting into my element for at least two more minutes. This is supposed to be a fucking film school. Meditate. Oh no. This is supposed to be a fucking film school. Okay? A film school. why you don't live stream your graduations. If you a film school, Full Sail University live stream both. I graduated twice from there, bachelor's and master's. I'm trying to get back in to get my filming degree. It's either gonna be there or Nashville, Tennessee, and I know that for a fact. Full Sail live stream theirs. Period. I got the video to prove it. They live stream theirs. Why you don't live stream yours? And you are a school that is just directed. Your focal point is film. That's it. Yeah, no music, film. Shouldn't you be the main one live streaming your shit? To show the people what your students. My God, thank you. Full Sail, when y'all, and I can prove it. I got it on video. Full Sail, before anybody even go up there to get their diplomas, the first thing they do, the very first thing they do is show you what the students been working on. And then they'll tell you we are being live streamed by our students. My God.
The music you hear.
The music, thank you. The music you hear come from the students. The beat, and I'm talking about that beat some in here, but I like it. I like it, make it hard, go boom, 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 boom. If you want to go to a university, I highly recommend Full Sail. You gonna deal with some buttholes, don't get it twisted, buttholes everywhere. But I highly recommend Full Sail. As God is my holy witness, I highly recommend Full Sail. Now, I don't know what they're going to be like in the future, but for right now, I love them. Like I said, I graduated twice from there, okay? Bachelor's and master's, okay? I graduated. Before anybody get up on that stage to grab a diploma, they tell you this is what your loved one, your son, your daughter, your husband, your wife, your whatever, this is what they've been working on. And you hear it. You hear it, and it sounds so good. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I got it on here because you recorded it. So I ain't telling you no lie. Please tell me why this film institute don't live stream. And why they don't have a stage, and they've been in business 20 years. Why they don't have a stage for the people to graduate on. Somebody please tell me that, please. Somebody tell me why they don't have a stage for their students to graduate on. They got to go borrow a high school from someone. A high school.
Let's take two. All right.
That's Full Sail.
Hi, everybody. That's what we're talking about.
He's the vice president.
My name is Tim Gregory. I'm the director of academic relations here at the university. I'll be one of your hosts for today's ceremony. The goal for today is to have fun. There's 9 people in here that want to have fun along with me. Now, if you've ever been to a graduation ceremony where they said,
Y'all gotta forgive my wife, she got Tourette's.
do not make any noise. Don't even move any part of your body.
This ain't gonna work.
Because you will be.
That's her talking on. She's saying that ain't gonna work because she can't see.
That ain't this place.
So anyways, I'll post it on
Your graduate and every other graduate too, because graduated from college.
YouTube, if anybody want to go check it out. So anyways, just that little bit of music that you heard, but trust me, it's louder than that. Like, cause whenever we was walking in, boy, well, Full Sail, y'all better pay me for this promotion. Free goddamn promotion for wrong with y'all. But you know what? They did me good. They did us good. Okay? They did us good. This was my master's, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Here we go with that bullshit. Boy, you know Satan ain't shit.
And what?
Let's take.
Anyways, I'm gonna upload it up on
The entire planet.
What he just said was that they are filming to the entire planet. He's telling everybody to wave. I'm sitting somewhere up there up front.
We will be announcing the names of all of the graduates who are with us here at Full Sail Live. At the end of the ceremony, we'll stream the names of all of the graduates found in today's program. Also want to let you know that the music you heard prior to the start of the ceremony, as well as what you will hear as a bed throughout the ceremony, was created by some of our music production Bachelor of Science students and graduates. So we're going to listen to homegrown music all day.
So I don't need to play nothing, say that on mouth.
If I'm not mistaken, we have some graduates out here that are the first graduates in their entire family.
My God. I had a little tilt in my mind. I don't know shit.
I'm trying to get you.
Congratulations. Maybe see it. We have some veterans out here too, don't we? Please.
So, and the whole program was like that. The whole program was like that. Lit, live, whatever you want to call it, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. You know, my only hurtful part was that no family. I mean, I had my wife and my son and Jasmine. That was about it. But it is what it is. All I'm saying is that why this tech school? Now, this is a university, Full Sail. Okay, why this tech school don't have a stage for their students to walk on? Why they got to go borrow a high school? They've been in business 20 years. Okay, let's say for the first 5 years you was trying, you trying to get the 7 staff. I understand that, but 15 years, bro, you ain't got a stage for your students to walk on. You got to go borrow your damn high school. Are you serious? What kind of mess is that? Made me wonder where the money going. Don't go to First Institute Film School, Film Ghetto ass school of Orlando, Florida. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, people. Don't do it. Get your feminine degree, but don't go there. God stopped me. I'm trying to help somebody. God stopped me, and I thank him that he stopped me at the door. He did not let me go in that door. There was no money sent to that school on my behalf, and I thank you, Jesus, for that. Because I would have been pissed. I would have been pissed. Period. Don't go there. And I'm going to tell y'all something. I don't know when. And I don't know where. And I don't know how long it's going to take, but that school going to close. Mark my words. That school going to close. Period. And it ain't going to be something that Maurice did, because I ain't did nothing. But you don't be ugly to God's children. You don't try to take advantage of God's children. Period. That school gonna close. Mark my words. That school is a damnable school, come straight from hell. Period. Last thing I want to say. I want to just play this little bit. If y'all remember, I believe it was either last Sunday or the Sunday before, and I was telling y'all about the suicide rate. I was telling y'all, talking to you guys about, whoever saw the video, I was talking to you guys about suicide. I can't stand him. Y'all, I'm sorry, but there's a crackhead, and yes, he's a crackhead for real. He walks by my house. He's already lied on my wife one time. And I told him, if you ever in your life, okay, he tried to make it the time that I was in the hospital, which was in 2021. He tried to make it that my wife was trying to talk to him. No, listen. He tried to make it seem like that my wife was trying to talk to him. Period. Because he had already knew me. But apparently he didn't know me. I'm not gonna get into all that. Carolyn came to the hospital. I said, Carol, such. She said, he a damn lie. And my wife don't swear. She don't. But you get on her bad side, she'll cuss you out for real. And I'm talking about the pastor. Okay? She will cuss you out for real. And I'll be right there to back her up, so don't think that you're gonna. But anyways, she said, he a damn lie. I said, Carolyn, I believe you. I said, because you've been here. And if you're not here, I'm FaceTiming with you. We always make ourselves accountable. When I got out of the hospital and my strength came back, I didn't say nothing while I was weak. Because I wanted to beat his motherfucking ass. And I'm not bullshit. I wanted to beat his ass down to a pulp. Period. Because the things that he said, bruh. And I know my wife is not like that. Anybody that know Carolyn Anita Hayes or the Hayes family, her daddy, Reverend Hayes, they know this family is not like that. He tried to make it to where that when I was gone, she tried to get him into the house. Well, am I lying?
No, you ain't lying, but
I ain't trying to bring, I'm just saying that was the 20. I'm just saying, but every time I see this bitch,
yeah,
and he's a genuine crackhead. I'm talking about a genuine crackhead. Okay? But I told him, I called him to that gate. You can ask anybody. I called him to that gate. I say, bitch, the next damn time you talk about my wife and tell me anything else that I know is a lie coming out your mouth, I said, I guarantee you, they're going to have to bring the ambulance for you and the police for me. I said, don't you ever in your life say what you said about my wife. And I meant that. And he gonna look at me all straight. I said, bitch, I'll knock you out right now. The best thing for you to do is turn your little crackhead ass around and go suck on that glass dick. And that's exactly what he did. He turned the little crackhead ass around and went back in the house. Now, if he sucked on the glass dick, I don't know. And I was ready to take his ass all the way down through there. Period. And I'm gonna leave that alone because I'm starting to get pissed. You see what I'm saying? Every time, but he walked constantly in front of my house. Now, could I have said that for my wife? I didn't know my wife? No, I know my wife. My wife don't do that. She don't do that, period. If anybody had a problem with seeing other women, it was me. As far as I know, my wife has always been faithful to me. Always. And I'm not going to let any damn body talk about my wife like she ain't nothing but a goddamn hoe. And I don't get you straight. Oh, okay. I've already said it. I'll die behind that one. There was the day he ain't shit now, but there was a cop that little across the street, across the road from me. I'm looking at his house right now. And I heard that he called and said that you were selling your body. Remember the black car we had? My wife wasn't paying for that car. I paid for that damn car. That was my damn car. I mean, it was our car, but it was my money. Period. And I heard that she was selling her body to pay the car note. I confronted him, and he was in uniform. I don't give a fuck. But I come to find out it was a lie, so I had to apologize to him. But at that time, I didn't know it was a lie. All I heard, because I didn't know that the other piece of shit wanted us to fight.
Yeah, trying to get something started.
Exactly. I didn't know that. That's why I stay to myself now. You see what I'm saying? But this is my wife. God bless me with her. And you should be the same way. If you a male on here or whatever, You should be the same. And if you're a woman on here, make sure your husband reverence you. Just like that. Keep yourself virtuous for your husband, so in the day of Satan, he can kick some ass. Okay? He can kick some ass. Now, you say what you want to say about me. You got a 5. I don't care. I don't care. Period. Tell David he had a foul mouth. When David knew that somebody was trying to take over, the Bible says that he swore and then he blessed. I'm quite sure he wasn't saying, touch me, Lord Jesus. I'm going to be this way until the day I die. It doesn't matter to me. Because you ain't got a heaven or a hell to put me in. And if you don't like what I say, get your black, ugly ass off my shit. I don't care if you white, black, blue, or green. Get your ass off my shit. This is my channel. And I'm soon to end this Facebook shit. I mean, send everything to my personal page. So, it is what it is. I don't care. I said what I said, though. And I meant what I said, and I stand behind what I said. About that girl and that little boy in there, boy, you will get your life took, boy. God damn, Will Murphy looking like a damn donkey. This nigga look like Forrest Whitaker for real. Without the eye problem. I don't like his bitch ass anyways. But anyways, so this right here is what this right here is just what I was telling you guys about the suicide rate. This ain't number 3 minutes long, but I want you guys to.
Also today, crazy. Friends and family.
This is sad. And they just posted this 6 days ago. This is God telling me, you right. I wasn't putting my little thing, but this is sad.
So today, friends and family said goodbye to veteran Harris County Deputy Christina Kohler. Her death last week was ruled a suicide. Kohler is one of 4 current or former Harris County deputies who've taken their own lives in just the last 6 weeks.
My God.
ABC 13's Jessica Willey is live tonight, and this is leading to important conversations about the need for support, Jessica.
Yeah, Eric, the department has a behavioral health division that has made great strides since it was established in 2020 and has led the way, its director says, among law enforcement agencies. But these recent deaths are raising serious concerns for the deputies' organization. The question is, what more should they be doing?
It caught a lot of us by surprise.
Harris County Sheriff's Deputy Christina Kohler left home last week and was never seen again.
So beautiful.
Houston police issuing this alert. The 37-year-old found on the 13th. She had taken her own life. 3 days later, Maria Vasquez, who left the department in December, died by apparent suicide. William Bozeman, also a former deputy, died earlier this week. Tragic news.
1 is too many. You know,
my God.
3 is, yes, it's definitely
my
devastating.
God. That Jose Lopez is helping his friends and colleagues try to process.
It hits very close to home. And
my God.
It's a reminder to us of how fragile life is. It's also a reminder that we do need to look out for each other. We do need to take care of each other.
Lopez is the president of the Harris County Deputies Organization, but he knew 2 of the late deputies personally.
I knew him for over 20 years.
In just 6 weeks' time, 4 current and former deputies have taken their own lives. Psychologist Thomas McNeese is the director of the department's Behavioral Health Division.
These last few weeks have been difficult for our staff and for the sheriff's office as a whole.
He says he and his division work to provide resources to both former and current employees who are struggling. They embed to help people feel more comfortable.
This profession, unfortunately, takes a toll on people, and over time, the longer they're in it, the more of a toll that it takes, and it changes people.
First responders historically have a high rate of suicide.
It's a combination of things like what
I
they see on
told
the
y'all.
job and then what the job entails.
While the department has been focused on mental health, often leading the way, Lopez says these last few weeks have raised questions.
We can't help to ask.
You can't make this stuff up.
Is that enough? You know, do we need to do something different? What else can we do?
And as they work to support those grieving, McNeese with this message to anyone who might be in crisis.
Reaching out, getting some help, doing something to be able to not stay stuck where you're at is really important.
Jessica Willie, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
I told y'all. I told y'all. I told y'all. I think it was either last Sunday or Sunday before last as I closed this. I told y'all. The Lord had me to speak on suicide. And apparently I was right. I told y'all. Police officers has a 90, and I told y'all about the deputy that came up here. Police officers, I'm not going to go into all that. Police officers has a 95, I believe, % rate of domestic violence in their own homes. We've talked to, and I've told y'all, we've talked to a couple of police officers and deputies. So I ain't making shit up. They also have a 97% rate to commit suicide in their own departments. At any given. You don't have, I mean, it's right there. You can't make this stuff up. You can't make it up. This was dead, so yo, you just, no, this right here was posted 6 days ago. I don't know if you can see that, 6 days ago. Okay? That was posted 6 days ago. So I come on. That's what the Lord had me to speak on. But you know what the problem is with our first responders? They still have not gotten out of them versus us. They have not gotten out of that. If you would learn to talk to somebody that's not wearing that uniform, somebody who more than likely understand more than what your brother or sister in blue understands. I find it more easier to talk to my wife about male situation than I do another man. Seriously. We have, and I'm not going to call no names, but some of them do watch some of my videos. We have certain police officers in certain departments that come to us, that call me, call her, and they talk. The names is not important. It's nobody's business. I'm just saying. You ain't got to believe it. I don't give a shit. Period. And we sit down and we talk, and they need to do away with this them versus us. Because it's bullshit. That's the way Satan getting in. It's bullshit, people. Within 6 months. Excuse me, 6 weeks, I'm sorry. Within 6 weeks. Within 6 weeks. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 police officers, deputies, that has taken their own lives. I told my wife, I said, I wish I was going to talk to at least one of them. At least one. It ain't never nothing funny when a first responder takes their own life. You know why? Because it makes you think about the mental capacity of the rest. You got to understand, look at the bullshit that they see on a daily basis. And the ignorant motherfuckers they got to deal with. Come on, somebody. The ignorant garbage of this world that they got to deal with. Listen, every police officer is not a bad, they are not evil. Come on. They're not. They're not. They're not. It's just sad that these 4 beautiful souls found the only way out is to shoot themselves, hang themselves, overdose on pills, whatever that the method that they used, that was their way out. That is never the way out. I just hope that the Lord rock their cradle home. Deputies go through a lot. Police officers go through a lot. State troopers go through a lot. We've talked to all of them, my wife and I. We've talked to all of them. Even RYDC captains. Period. We talked to them too. Lieutenants too. They go through a lot. And you know why they confide in us? Because we don't, it ain't your business. It ain't your business, but they go through a lot. They go through a lot. Period. And it's sad. It's sad. Martin, I would use what he said to me. He used to be a police officer down here. He used to be a police officer, Big Martin. He got a twin brother. I don't know if he's still, he got a twin brother that's here. But Martin, I think he transferred to Glenn County. I haven't seen him in a couple of years, a few years now. The last time I seen Officer Martin, you know what he told me? I was standing in line, but I didn't know that he was behind me. He said, Munch, what's up, man? He said, I said, man, where you been? And he told me about his transfer. I said, wow. I said, okay. He said, man, I want to thank you. I said, thank me for what? Now, this is Martin. He said, I said, thank me for what? He said, man, you always. He said, man, we look at some of your videos. He said, I look at some of your videos. He said, and you have always tried to give police officers a fair shake. And that's no lie. I said, wow. And in his eyes, I can tell he was sincere about that. I said, man, I don't hate not nary cop. I don't hate not nary cop. There were times I had to do what I had to do, but I don't hate not nary damn police officer. Not nary damn one of you. You are human. At the end of the day, when you take off that uniform and hang it up for tomorrow, at the end of the day, you are a hurting human being. Stop with this them versus us bullshit. Stop with that. Because it's them that wants to help us. And vice versa. It's us that wants to help them. But you're not going to get there. Always gotta. You are not going to get there. And these are the results. These are the results. I don't know what happened in their lives. I don't know. But that's sad. Suicide should never be the answer to nobody. For nobody. It should never be the answer. I just wish I was there to kind of talk to them, pray with them, do whatever I could. Take them out to dinner. I took police officers out to dinner. God is my holy witness. I took them out to dinner. Period. Just to say thank you. Not to buy no favors. Not to, I don't give a flip fuck about that uniform as far as me wanting to be inside one. I don't give a flip fuck about that. My heart is genuine towards people. My wife says my wife said it might get me in trouble one day, but if it do, then it do. Period. My heart is genuine towards people. I love the human being. And she coming to get me. So with that, I'm going to close it out. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, she is stressing. I appreciate you guys and all that. God bless you. I'm hanging up right now. See, watch me. See this finger? Watch this. Watch this. You ready? You want to see it? Watch. Are you ready? Is she getting back in? Okay. Okay. Here I go. See, that's her key to say, get off. I put some clothes on the bed. All right, guys. I love y'all, man. God bless y'all. I'll see y'all Sunday, hopefully. Remember, at 9 o'clock, The message that God gave me is called shut the hell up. When you hear the message, it ain't what you think it is, okay? When you hear the message, you're going to know God talking to you. You're going to know God gave it to me. So until then, go with Jesus. God bless you. Thank you. Oh, if any of y'all got videos on Facebook, they talking about taking them off of there after 30 days, boy, you better get you a USB drive and load them up some doggone way else. I'm telling you. God bless y'all. I love y'all. Goodbye.